2023 wasn't a good year for the Carolina Panthers, but I'm trying to make 2024 a better one for myself. Get started on your resolutions with Factor so you're ready for the new year. Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success in the new year. Skip the grocery stores, prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. With over 35 meals to choose from per week, including keto options, calorie smart, vegan plus veggie, and more, plus over 55 weekly add-ons, you'll have a ton of nutritious and flavorful options to kickstart your resolutions. Skip that overpriced takeout trap. Factor is cheaper and way more delicious than takeout. Get chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals delivered right to your door, and they're ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes, which means more time for you. Head to factormeals.com/C350 and use the promo code C350 to get 50% off. That's code C350 at factormeals.com/C350 to get 50% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
In a world where Carolina Panthers fans have an insatiable thirst for Panthers news and opinions.
Panther fans unite! My name's Tony Dunn. Cody Lashney, how you doing? TK's in the house. How you doing, my friend? The Stat Daddy.
But I think Derek Brown, hey man, he deserves that dab on him pick.
Dab on him, Phil Snow. Dab on him.
All the same, yeah, 100%. We can just
Mine is going to go to the fullback. I'm going to dump on the Richie guy. Dab on him, Shaq.
I'm going to put the towel on Matt Rule.
Y'all took all the good ones.
Only one postgame roars ferociously. It's the C3 Panthers postgame show.
Welcome to the longest suffering Panthers podcast around. Panther fans, it's a tough, dark day today, in my opinion. It's so bad, I don't even know how to even start this show other than say, Baker Mayfield is a bum. Oh my God, how can it be this bad? It's the worst I've ever seen. We are in the pits of despair, Panther fans, and I ask you, put your feet up on the couch. It is time for this post-game therapy. My name's Tony Dunn. It's the C3 Panthers post-game show. Cody. Ugh. Yuck. Hello.
Hello, my brother. And listen, the only joys that I get on Sunday come from House of the Dragon and me being able to strap my stuff and for me to be able to tell y'all that I told y'all from jump that Baker Mayfield was a basic-ass bitch. He never fooled me. I never felt like he was going to be the guy. And, dude, if I had $1 million for every time there was a batted pass on a line of scrimmage, dude, I would be a
Jeff
billionaire.
Bezos. You'd be Jeff Bezos.
Dude,
they had 9. They had 9 with like 7 minutes still to go in the game.
Dude, it's been embarrassing, man. Our defense is left tired at the end of games. Our offense looks like we're a junior varsity squad from high school, and it's embarrassing, man. I don't really know what else to say other than thank goodness there are therapy sessions such as this on the C3 Panthers podcast with the best Panther fans in all of YouTube, and the list is growing every day, Tony. Our man Adam Sanders, Drew, Alex Mex Pro, Alex Stark, Brad Holt, my man Sea Dog. What's up, bro? We got DM Savage, Joshua Hill, George Morello. We got Lynn Leonhardt. Great to see you, Lynn. Leo Factor, Loki, Nigel, Tim Estes, Tony Dunn. Oh, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Tim Tizzy. Tony Dunn, ain't nothing to it but to do it, brother. Let's roll.
The number's 252-228-5098. You're hanging out with the longest suffering Panthers podcast around the internet at this point. CK, I'm pushing back on Cody. He's a liar.
I'm the only one telling the truth, man.
No, he didn't tell us it was going to be this bad. It's worse than he even forecasted. Baker Mayfield had maybe his most I think he had his most passing yards of the season today. He might have actually, honestly, had statistically his best game today. And it's still terrible.
Oh, God, dude, don't tell me that.
He was 22 for 36. Is that over 50%?
Yes, it's over 50%.
Finally.
And that's with a first half that had, 4 dropped passes that should have been easily, caught. But here's the thing that I will say. My ability to feel my optimism about Baker Mayfield has gone. Right. What we've seen so far is a guy who doesn't have athletic. He's not athletic. Right. He's not breaking away from people, escaping the pocket, making things work out that way. He's not accurate. He's not throwing the ball where the receivers need him to be. And he's he's actually not even that tall. Like if you're going to go with a guy who's short, then you've got to have either a Kyler Murray or a Drew Brees. And it looks like Baker Mayfield is none of those. I just don't get it. I don't know how it's this bad. If I'm being quite honest, I don't know what to do moving forward. I'm over it. I'm over the experiment. I'm ready to sell the bag or sell the farm and go after a guy in the draft that's going to be able to get us there because I am done. I'm over it.
Shout out to James Cameron for the $2 super chat. The great Sam Mills is telling us Matt needs to go.
Whoa.
Greg, we missed Cody on Tuesday, and it's hard doing. He does really good with these comments, don't he, Greg?
He does. Yeah, it's a very tough job. So
we were clicking and putting it up. We were clicking and putting these comments up, and we were sitting there going, Cody just makes this look so easy. We're glad you're back in the driver's seat, Greg.
You know how it does this. And by the way, how about this?
Yeah, hit that first.
Look at Nirvash with the big $20. He said, that's it, man. I got absolute zero faith in this team anymore. This franchise needs a factory reset, not a retool.
Agreed.
Ugh.
Agreed.
Rough.
You know what, guys? I did it to myself again. I did it to my damn self again. I woke up this morning and I said, okay, this is going to be the game where Baker Mayfield comes out and just shows everybody that he can be a good quarterback. And I remember I was watching it.
Me too.
Me and CK were going basically the whole game. Him and I are talking back and forth about the plays of the game are going on. I'm like, all right, he's 7 of 10 in the first quarter, but all 3 of those passes he missed were drop passes. I was like, he should be 10 for 10. Here we go. Baker's doing it. And then reality hit me. And there was one play this game turned around on. We're going to talk about from one particular player.
Man,
I feel like you're talking about a defensive player.
I am talking about a defensive player. Now I'm not.
It probably has to be the other team.
I'm not talking about how horrible, or taken away from how horrible Baker.
Oh yeah, you hate
turned around on one play.
Oh, because CJ Henderson is a bum. CJ Henderson's a bum.
CJ Henderson, at that point, the game collapsed. And
by the way,
we're done after that.
I think this means Sam Darnold is eligible to return next week. By the way.
Oh, he was out here warming up on the sideline. And by the way, how could anyone say at this point that Sam is so much worse than Baker Mayfield?
I can't say he's worse.
By the way, at least Sam Darnold was able to use his feet in the red zone. But Baker Mayfield has zero escapability inside the pocket. All the defenses know that, and that's why they all get their hands up once they contain him, because he's gonna get batted passes like crazy.
Mhm.
The book is out on Baker. The book is out on the Carolina Panthers.
They're just bad, dude. They're
They're
just
so
bad.
bad. And David Tepper needs to actually be a leader for one time in his fucking ownership and do the right thing. Make a change right now, not next week, not the week after. Do it right now so that the Panthers might still be able to have some semblance of hope going forward.
The number is 252-228-5098. We're going to get into the calls in just a moment. We're going to try to push this show along tonight. But we want you to be a part of the podcast, participate in the chat, subscribe, smash the thumbs up button, and call into the show. There's really not, I would say there's not going to be a ton to talk about before we even get into the calls, I think. In some ways, it's just like, my question to you guys is, I'm thinking back on this podcast. This is our 10th season in this podcast right here, going like we're into our 10th. And I don't know a time I've felt this bad.
Last year.
Nah, like, maybe I felt like we were poorly coached last year. You know what I'm saying? But today, I don't really know what's good other than Brian Burns and Frankie Louvu. Like, those are the only two things I think that are good on the team at all that I care about. I wonder if we're falling into a moment of apathy. Even when we had Kyle Allen, I felt better about our team and doing this show afterwards. It's so bad. Think about this. I want to tell you this before. First, we're sponsored by PrizePicks, and we do a segment for PrizePicks on the Tuesday show and the Friday show. But we like PrizePicks so much, I can't help but talk about it. The promo code C3 if you want to use it, and you get a 100% sign up bonus your first time. I won my PrizePicks today. I hit the 3. And I almost feel guilty. Like, I feel like I should almost give the money back.
Don't do that. They've taken a lot from you.
You're right. You're right. I know. But listen to this. Think about this, is that the first thing is I'm like Greg. I've just continued to say Baker has to be good at some point.
Right.
He has to have just one good quarter. Now I'm getting to one good quarter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even need a good game now. Is a good quarter. So finally, this is the thing, is I've been taking Baker on the more passing yards every week because it just keeps getting lower and lower and more tempting. This week, it was 195.5 passing yards. He had 197. What a bum! What a bum! He couldn't even get a 200. All right, so here, that one, I got that one, right? Here, this one's awesome too. DJ Moore, 49.5 receiving yards. Again, the law of averages. I've just been attracted to the more. He got it. 50 yards.
Oh my God.
50 yards. The only person, James Conner was the one. He actually got, I can hear myself, by the way, in somebody's speakers. Somebody's got the show in the background, maybe. James Conner got 55.5 yards rushing. His was 38.5.
Hey, I want to get this in so we make sure that he sees it and that we don't forget it. From across the pond, one of our original UK super fans, our man Rich Kingston, with the $45 or 45 pounds, basically. Rich, we thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Big time. Go ahead, Tom.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's how bad it is. Think about this: is that Baker finally got that more, DJ Moore finally got the more, and it was so barely more.
Thanks to a garbage time drive.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
that's it.
my god! How? I just don't know. Again, I'm trying to think. Like, Cody, you said it. Is
Yeah.
it when is it? Is it just time to fire Matt Rule? Fire Ben, like whatever, like everybody put Sam Darnold
Yes.
in. And the funny thing about it is that with Sam Darnold's wasn't always the problem with this team, right? There were other problems that were part of it, but people just finally said with Sam Darnold last year, we don't care if it's you or only you or not. We're just tired of seeing it.
Right.
Like it's just we're tired of seeing this, whatever this could be. That's not being it, and now we're longing for that.
Can we talk about the fact that I think if we hadn't traded for Baker, do we think that we might have won most of these games? I almost think we would have, because at the end of the day, and I hate to say this, I'm not sitting here saying Sam Darnold is a world beater, but like he also played last year with one of the worst offensive lines in the entire NFL. This year is much more improved.
He could be like a Super Bowl quarterback behind this line.
It's much more improved this year. You've got him the weapons. He's got Christian McCaffrey healthy. I think that, Sam Darnold might have had a better opportunity at making something happen. When you're seeing these batted passes be like game-changing plays, like that is a big issue. And I think that Sam Darnold, again, I'm not saying he wouldn't have thrown the inconvenient pick every now and again, but at this point in time, like I'm almost ready to see what he can do with the better offensive line and a healthy Christian McCaffrey all year. Like,
How about this?
Forward.
The fact that we're even debating between the two of them shows you the biggest problem with the Carolina Panthers.
Yes,
they can't evaluate talent to save their fucking lives.
Nope.
You have had 3 years to do right by this quarterback position. You've had the opportunity to draft quarterbacks. You have had opportunity after opportunity, and yet you continue to go get the sloppy seconds of these other NFL teams that are looking to move on. And then yet somehow you think that you're going to make them better and re-energize their career? No, man. It's not even just the quarterback. If you look on offense and defense, on that final touchdown that Cardinals got off the pick six, they had Miles Hartsfield on Hollywood Brown.
he actually was playing great coverage too, by the way.
They don't know what to do with the talent. They don't know where to line it up. They don't know how to fix the offensive line. And they have left the quarterback to rot and die at the behest of the fans or at the expense of the fans. And it's embarrassing. It's all on Matt Rule. He needs to go, and he needs to go effective yesterday.
It makes me wonder, and we're all discussing on here that we definitely need to clean house and get rid of the management and the coaches, coaching staff, and everybody. At what point in time do we say it's maybe ready just to clean complete house and start getting rid of players and trading for draft picks in the future? Because we're not going to get anybody coming in here that wants to come in here with no potential future on this team as far as draft capital, salary cap, anything like that. Like, at what point in time are we going to start to worry about just getting rid, dumping all the players too?
Listen.
Honestly, I think we're there, to be honest.
Right. Yeah.
Panther fans never want to do it though. Oh, you don't tank. Oh, you don't get rid of our players.
I'm not.
We're always under the illusion, even the Panthers staff, that we're just a few good players and one off season away. Well, no, the fuck we're not. After 3 seasons of this shit, if it's going to continue to be this bad, you have to start seeing what kind of value you have on the team that you can get some kind of draft capital for, because we don't have a lot of it.
I agree. And here's the part too that I'll put out there is I think tanking at this point is fine. When you're your first year in the NFL, no. But here's the thing. When tanking has been the most effective, it's when you have a coach that is on his way out, right? When you can tank and then
got that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you can tank and then give your team, a new coach an opportunity to build the team the way he wants it, I think that's when you've seen the most success from these guys. You've seen it in multiple places. When you see the tanking take place, the guy is there on their last year. You don't see a team tank and then the coach is there the next year. Name any of the teams that have tanked over the past 3 years, and every single one of them the next year it's a different head coach.
Right.
So I think this year, let's go for it. I'm ready.
Man, we gotta. For me, I just need to fire Ben McAdoo right this second.
Mm-hmm.
But does it even change?
No,
what changes if you fire Ben?
It just, we don't have to look at him anymore. Like, we don't have to think about him.
Yeah.
We don't get to talk about him. We don't get to make any more excuses. Listen to this. How can the offense seriously be this bad? Look at this. Here are the stats. As Baker Mayfield was with his best game of the season so far, 22 for 36, 197 yards. He's still not gotten 200. You remember when we used to be like, oh, Cam ain't a great passer, and he got, oh, did he?
Yeah, it was like 212 or something like that. It wasn't a lot, but yeah.
We was like every time they'd be like, oh, Cam's not a great passer. He only get 220 yards a game. People would be shitting on him for getting 220. Like, I would take 200. Like, 220 feels like a 500-yard passing game to me right now.
Mm-hmm. If you go back and look at it, though, at halftime, him and Kyler Murray were identical in stats. Both had 90 yards. I think Murray was 13 for 20, and Kyler was 12 for 19. So they were identical in that. They both had a 54%.
He only had 207 yards passing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But he just throws some crazy ass balls that are like that one to Hollywood. I mean, it's just like under pressure. He just sees single coverage and he just goes after it, and it's just there. What a great catch. But here's this. Listen to this. Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards rushing today.
Yeah, he didn't show up either. He can't go unblamed. He didn't.
He had 9 catches. He had that one touchdown run. 9 targets, 9 catches. I'm just saying, this is like, I don't know how could we have ever talked? How did anybody ever talk shit about Norv Turner? How did anybody ever talk shit about Mike Shula? How did we even talk shit about Joe Brady at this point?
We've never been this low before. We didn't think we could go this low. You know?
We are at the bottom. We have touched rock bottom, folks.
Yeah, 100%.
And about this, our offensive line isn't getting great push either. I mean, but as soon as we get the ball back, Pat Elflein gets blown to shit and just gets absolutely destroyed. Still no Bradley Bozeman. Have no idea why you wasted free agent dollars bringing that guy here if you're not going to play him.
Deontay Foreman, 1 carry.
There was a goal line play where it was early in the game. It was 4th and 1. And on 3rd down, we did a quarterback sneak of all fucking things with Baker Mayfield. And then the very next play, instead of putting Deontay Foreman, the guy that you brought in to be the power back, you're still trying Christian McCaffrey out there. Dude, and listen, I know you were tough on our defense last week, Tony. I think that our defense is always going to look like this until they get an offense that complements them. Right, They're never going to put together a full performance because in the second half of football games, they are dead tired. And they can't do shit because the offense can't move the fucking football. It's embarrassing. And you know what? I think the offensive coordinator is always going to be the scapegoat. It doesn't matter if it's Ben McAdoo or Joe Brady or fucking Hoot Gibson. This team is so badly mismanaged that they're always going to be in a position to lose. By the way, before I end my rant, George Marcello with the 199 says, Mayfield sucks. Bench the Muffin Man. Thank you, George.
Bench the Muffin Man. We are at 398 freaky deeks, Cody Lashney.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so basically, if you don't know, you're about to know. We got a whole bunch of freaks in the chat that, they're kind of weirdos. And they have a very particular fetish. And I don't even judge them. You know what? I kind of consider myself one of those weirdos. Hey, CK, talk dirty to me, Big Papa.
Well, hello there. You look disappointed. Or maybe you're elated because you're not a Panthers fan and you like to see our team completely demolished, maybe demoralized. Maybe you enjoy coming here watching the Panthers fans just
sorrow, the entire amount of sorrow that we have, you just enjoy it. And if you're any of those folks and you're coming in here and you're enjoying the content whatsoever and you haven't hit that like button yet, I have one thing to say to all you absolute freaks. Subscriber shame.
$386 viewers, 106 thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell so we can kick the ass of the YouTube algorithm. Unlike how the Panthers do to their opponents on Sunday, dude. At least somebody's kicking ass, and you can help us be a part of it. Hit that like button.
Yeah, we touched while we're touching the bottom of the pool on the Panthers podcast, we are touching the top of the pool when it comes to. We have 400 viewers right here live on the live show. So this show is by fans, for fans, except for this one dude that we got to get out of the chat room.
Already
got to
got
go.
You're good.
Thank you. He's got to go. Look, there's only room to talk junk about Baker Mayfield and Matt Rule in this podcast. Other than that, get the fuck out of here. It's so bad. And you know what is maybe it's good for the podcast in a way, or at least in the short term. Think of this is like the Pirates won a big win yesterday, and their post game show was like the shortest. He said they only had 3 calls in the second hour or something. You know, like is that when things are going well, people just go on with their day and enjoy their fantasy football teams and whatever else it is, their prize picks. But when it's bad, we all got to congregate together. And that's like, so, but here's the scary part, guys, is that the bad helps our podcast numbers or every creator's numbers.
Right.
Until it gets too bad.
Right.
Like in the short term, you get a bump from just people being pissed. But what I'm trying to say is we might be approaching a point in a couple of weeks where people just don't even give a shit at all. They don't even get mad anymore.
Apathy is definitely on the horizon, I think. And
I feel like I'm almost there. Like I'm not even mad today. Like I mean, I didn't trust this team.
You won your prize picks. You should be happy.
Yeah, I think this is. I just feel like this is like we know here is that mathematically we're not out of it. Right. I mean, that's what I said last week. It's like, oh, man, you win against the Arizona Cardinals. You're 2-2. You got a division who's stinking. You know, this isn't all. It's not all out of the realm of possibility. But, like, I think every win we get at this point, if we get another one, I don't even know if we can win another game playing like this. But if every win we get is just a fraud, do you really trust, does anybody believe we could catch any momentum?
No. This is not a team you want to see stumble into the playoffs because all it does is hurt your franchise in the future because you're not a playoff team. You're not a team that's that good. You need to be picking with a team this bad. You need to be picking the top 5. And if you're not, you're doing something wrong.
There's only one team worse than us, I think. Can you believe there's actually an offense worse than ours?
I don't believe it.
It depends on
what
stats you're going. It depends on what stats you're going
There
by. Is it by points scored, yards, like
any metric possible? And I tell you, you don't know who it is? It's the Chicago Bears.
Oh yeah, apparently they're.
Where are they at? Let's see what his Justin Fields has. Greg, pull up Justin Fields' stats for us. When you hear, not from today, but from the season, he's only completed like 28 passes this season.
Yeah, let's see. So he, hold on, let me actually.
It's crazy. So I want people, while Greg's calling that up, I'm going to plug the number. The number's 252-228-5098. Once we read off these stats.
So game 1, he's 8 for 17 for 121 yards. Game 2, he's 7 for 11 for 70
he's
yards.
Got 15.
Yeah, game 3, he's 8 for 17 for 106 yards.
23.
Today he was 11 for 22 for 174 yards. He has 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions over the whole year.
My man has
with
literally
11
34 completions for the entire season.
He has
To me,
11.
to me,
He has 15 sacks already.
that
this
sounds
season.
like more than just a player, though. That
Oh, yeah.
sounds like that whole outfit.
I mean, yeah, it is more than a play, but it's kind of like us. Is that it's the player too at this point?
Yeah,
It's
it's
every-
both.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's,
every-
it's
it's
He's a
everybody.
bad player
Yeah.
in a bad situation. Yeah.
God.
I mean, you have to develop these quarterbacks. And by the way, this is why you have to fucking fire Matt Rule. You cannot let the Carolina Panthers draft another quarterback for Matt Rule to fuck it up, dude. I'm sorry, you cannot.
Well,
So
we
much-
still have Corral though. Like, is there?
Yeah, I would love to run the corral, but I'm saying if we're looking at having a top 3 pick,
Right.
like we absolutely might. Oh, you best believe that C.J. Stroud, Will Levis, Bryce Young, all those big name quarterbacks that you're hearing about, they're absolutely an option.
Yes.
Drake
Yes.
Yeah.
Matt Rule get his grubby fucking hands
Oh,
on
he's gone.
quarterback just to ruin him.
I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised
no.
if he's gone this week, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Like,
fat stool.
it's-
There's a good chance, to be honest. I mean, this was embarrassing, y'all. This was really, really bad.
Well,
But,
what's
you know-
embarrassing is it's just like you feel like there's just a failure to these players, dude. Like, I've never once, and I don't think in my entire career as a Panthers fan, cared more about the players than I did the franchise until I feel this year, right? This year, I don't give 2 shits about David Tepper. Like, I think at this point in time, you got to set these guys free. Right now, Green Bay is in dire need of some wide receivers. Get DJ Moore over there and let him have a quarterback that can get him the ball out in space and allow him to actually let's get these. And I hate that. I hate it because I love a lot of these, like what they bring to this city and everything. But we have nothing to offer them here anymore.
Send CMC to the Bills. Unload people.
It's the reason why I haven't bought a jersey, and since like since I knew we were consistently good and we had a future, because I don't know that if I buy a jersey for a Jeremy Chin or a Brian Burns or a Frankie Louvu, if they're going to be here next year, because we're at that point where they can hit the button anytime.
God. All right, let's go ahead and get into the cat calls. The number's 252-228-5098.
So what do you?
Oh, sorry.
we're good.
So what are your thoughts on catcalling?
Yeah, it's pretty. You shouldn't do that to somebody.
And how did that make you feel?
Very uncomfortable.
So how do you think catcalling makes the person feel?
It feels good, like.
Who's that cat sitting in the back corner with his face buried in his nose? Who's that kid that can use one?
Sailor checking in.
Hold on. Come on.
Just done with this. This team is horrible. Baker's so bad, bro. You never heard her like shuffling his feet, like sliding to get. You're standing right behind the old lineman and the D lineman, bro. You're trying to throw the ball. You're only like 5'7". Slide your feet, move over, throw the ball. Go watch some Drew Brees tape. He never had so many passes batted down. This guy sucks, bro. He sucks. Sam Donald sucks. Coaching sucks. I'm hot. All right, keep pounding, guys. Later.
All right, man. I feel like
You wrapped it up.
CK, why don't you warm up them pipes for me real quick and welcome our brand new super fan.
London Panther, I'd like to welcome you to the C3 Super Fan Club. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you for joining an elite group of Panther fans, C3 Panthers fans, and hitting that join button and supporting the show in a way that can help us continue to grow, to continue to bring you better quality, and that's what we're planning on doing. So thank you again for joining the club.
Hey.
oh, wrong button. Hey, still learning my buttons.
Don't laugh at the guy for joining us.
No, I'm laughing at the Panthers.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just so bad. You know, and I have another controversial take. Last week, I made everybody mad when I called our defense mid.
Yeah, you did.
Which I still believe, but at this point, they're the hottest. They're the tallest midget in the room. But But I mean, hey, is Brian Burns played a fucking hell of a game today? So like, he's great. He was great. He's had his best game. I mean, he did all the things, but I feel like we've hit a point that it's so bad that I don't even feel like I'm mad at Matt Rule the most anymore. Like usually that would have been like, oh, he can't do this right. It's just like so bad that even he gets lost in the shit.
Right.
Wait, are you saying, Tony, you don't get mad at the puppy for shitting in the closet?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Like,
Yeah,
I mean, to this point, it's just like, God, I mean, it's just so bad. Like everybody smells like shit.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I have no choice but to put my fury on Matt Rule. He's in charge of this. I mean, this is supposed to be third year Matt Rule. Third year at Temple, we turned it around. They made a push. Third year at Baylor, turned it around. They made a push. Well, dude, the only thing that he's about to be pushing is daisies because this man is done for. Okay, like the fact that you never show any improvement on offense from week to week, and you're the head coach of this team, that means that you're not telling Ben McAdoo to adjust right or something, dude. Because this is listen, when everything stays the same, you have to blame the guy that's in charge. Matt Rule is in charge. And we have been told that Matt Rule has final say so on all roster decisions regarding the Carolina Panthers. So, Tony, maybe you're just like, we're so jaded that it's hard to be mad. But every single day that goes by that we haven't fired Matt Rule, I get more mad at his ass, and I get more mad at David Tepper. Because David Tepper is now delaying the inevitable. And Matt Rule is going to be laughing all the way to the bank because not only is he still going to get paid off of this contract, but you guarantee he's going to be a head coach in college football next year.
Terrible contracts. Yeah.
Yo, bro, that shit was fire, bro.
I was wondering, I was watching Teddy Bridgewater play for Miami the other day, and I was thinking, are we still paying him? Is he still getting paid from us,
No. We're
Miami
done,
and Denver?
We paid him last year. He's done with us, yeah.
But I'm sure he's still getting paid from Denver, though. So that guy is making
No, they didn't redo
money.
his contract. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't? Okay. He's still making money, though, man. Like, Teddy Bridgewater's making that money.
They don't. There's nothing good right now. Let's go to the next call.
Hey, this is AU Link. Haven't called in a while. I was in Europe last week, and now I'm in the hospital.
Oh.
I've been here since Friday with a case of rhabdocarditis, something like that. Basically, pushed my body too hard, and now I got too much of this CPK in my bloodstream. So I'm listening to the game right now because I can't watch it because it's in North Alabama. But, yeah, our defense is looking a lot like the 99 Ravens. But our offense is not as good as the 99 Ravens. Oh, my gosh. And I'm currently listening to in the second quarter, so we'll see what the rest of the game happens.
Guess what?
Yeah, Baker's not the guy.
This sucks.
I'm already looking forward to the draft. Or, heck, maybe we can just get a trade for Cooper Rush. I want to see you guys Cooper Rush. I know you guys want a new quarterback, a young quarterback, but I'll take a guy that'll probably cost us a third-round pick. If Matt Corral was healthy, I'd be saying we throw him in the fire like yesterday. But we'll see. We'll just keep counting, guys, and hear it on the podcast.
There is nothing that we can't. We're snake bit when it comes to the quarterback position under this administration.
Yeah, and by the way, Ed, you get better soon, man. I empathize with almost everything that you're going through more than you know right now, bro. So get better, AU. Go ahead, Tony.
Can we, with Baker not being it, can we also talk about how bad his decision was to redo his contract to like basically just be incentive based to make money back?
He bet on himself.
He did, but like just now, like looking at it from this perspective now, that was such a bad move. Like investment wise, he lost millions of dollars from that decision.
Who?
Baker Mayfield.
Oh,
true. But I mean, like you got to, looking from his point of view, he's been successful in every aspect of his life up to this point. Even in Cleveland, you can say what you want to about him. He was successful. Last year he was injured, but he was a pretty successful quarterback. If I was him, I would have bet on myself too, because I'm willing to bet he was either going to have wanting to come in here and have a 8-9 win season and structure a contract with Carolina to move forward in the future, or set himself up to make more money in the future.
Right.
So I mean, I think if I was in his position,
he
I
might
would do the
not
same
make
thing.
any money ever
He's just-
again, though.
Right, he's just not performing. But that's always the way it is when you bet on yourself, and that's what he had to do. Otherwise, he wasn't going to play this year.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what these comments are saying about Baker's press conference.
I have it.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
All right, can you pull it up? I'm gonna go one more call. All right, and then we'll pull it up.
All right.
Or you want to go ahead? No, just
I got it right here.
all right. Let's see what he's got to say.
Obviously, I'm frustrated the fact that we're 1-3. I mean, that's it though. We're 4 weeks into the year. You know, we can sit here and let you guys pile on us, or we're going to come together as a locker room. That's exactly how we're going to handle it. I don't really care about the fact that our fans are booing or what's going on. We're going to figure it out, and when we win, it'll still be just us in the locker room, and that's really all I care about. So we're going to be just fine.
It don't affect you at all, the booze?
Did we go down and score a touchdown after they started booing? Yes.
Again, everybody's real defensive. Now he's real defensive. You never heard Cam Newton this defensive. You never heard Teddy Bridgewater even this defensive. I know. And now, see, this is what I said about Baker, Tony. He's the type of guy that his personality type is only appealing if he's winning football games.
Right.
Yeah.
If he isn't, then he sounds like an annoying little punk.
You know what is that doesn't, I mean, like, I'm not that mad about that. You know, like, I mean, he didn't really say anything to me that's controversial there. You know, is that
Don't get
they're
mad
trying.
at the fans for booing. It's the same thing with Robbie.
I don't
Anderson.
think he did, though. He just said that. I mean, I think he's trying to say it's not, they can't listen to the noise, really. I will say this is I don't know if I've ever heard the boos as audible as they were today.
Dude, he's a clown. I don't like him. I'm gonna be real. I don't like Robbie Anderson. I don't fucking like him, dude. I don't like his personality. I don't like the way he's always trying to tell fans how to be fans. I don't like him. I don't like Baker Mayfield. And dude, I'm telling you, man, like, don't go up in front of the podium when you never give the Panthers fans any W's and want to cry, oh, the media's piling up on me. Yeah. Dude, shut the fuck up and play better football. And maybe don't get a batted ball at the line of scrimmage every other pass, and you're going to fucking boo your tall midget ass.
Listen, here's the deal, and this is why I get mad about celebrities doing this too, like actors doing this. If you're going to be in the public eye and get paid millions of dollars to be in the public eye, you're going to have to learn to take things people don't like about you, especially if you don't perform. That's all there is to it. Because when you do well, we're going to cheer you and you're going to get paid.
I think he was. I think he was taking it, but at the same time, what's crazy is this is like I want to get this guy on the podcast that does the Matt Rule impression. Have you seen that guy that does he's like,
yeah.
So is Christian McCaffrey? He is he can run to the left, he can run to the middle, he can do circles. Right? He does such a great job.
It's impeccable.
And he said some stuff like this. I think Pat Coltrane said this is like if you. Matt Rule said, if you take our offense in the third quarter and you protract it out over whatever for the rest of the game, we got the number one offense in the league or some shit like that. This is what's funny about the Baker comment right there. He's like, did we go score a touchdown? Y'all went and lost the fucking game. That's what you did. Like, you might have scored a touchdown, but like you didn't respond to the boos. You played so bad, even when the boos were happening. They even got tired of booing. It was so bad.
Shout out to our boy Kevin, White Chocolate Espresso. He said, I feel like a bad person wanting Richardson back. And then he says, Baker, shut the fuck up and throw over 200 yards.
Yes.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, bro.
I don't think he can do it now.
Yeah,
I don't think
he's doing okay. Oh, sorry.
No,
glad he's doing okay because he's in Charleston, right?
Yeah.
Kevin,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He was actually
doing okay.
He was stuck in an elevator for 30 minutes without power.
Oh God.
Gosh,
yeah,
that's terrible.
That's my bastard son making a great decision of getting in an elevator in a hurricane. Next call.
There you go. Calvin VA. Man, I really hate talking shit about my team every week. I really fucking do. I hate talking bad about them, but yeah, I've been a fan of this team since I was old enough to understand fucking football. I was born in '94, so like this has been my only team, man. And I've seen, the worst of worst seasons. Other than going 0-16, I've seen the worst. But dude, like, is this the worst fucking team we've ever assembled on offense? Like, what is this shit, man? Ben McAdoo fucking blows that dick.
McAdoo.
He is oh my god, dude is just a fat piece of shit up there. Like, probably gobbling down 85 fucking cheeseburgers down the game. Motherfucker ain't touched water in his whole life. He just drank soda. Matt Rule, man, if he is still the fucking head coach after Monday, bro, David Tepper can take all this bullshit about mediocrity and shove it up his ass, because mediocre would fucking be a blessing to this franchise right now. Like, this franchise is in the fucking dump, dude. I've never been so down about my fucking team ever. Like, we show no signs of life on offense. None. But, like, we have the most stagnant, most boring fucking offense in the fucking league.
So terrible to watch.
And, I mean, what can you say about the defense when out of 60 minutes they're on the field for fucking, like, 40 of them? You can't even be mad at them if at the end of the game they're giving up fucking plays. You can't even be mad at them. They held them for damn near 40 minutes pretty much, and the offense can't move the fucking ball, can't keep the ball, just turn it over. Like, bro, this is trash. And there's no reason we should be like this. Like, we have talent. You're not going to sit there and tell me we don't have talent on this team. It's the coaching. It has to be the coaching. It just has to be. This is trash. Baker's fucking hot fucking garbage, dude. Baker is garbage. Like, let him sit on the fucking bench. Put the motherfucker that's making $18 million in, and who gives a fuck? Fire Matt Rule and call it a fucking season and just go out there and play football, I guess, for some money. I hate talking bad about this team, but what can you possibly say good about this team? Other than Chin, Burns, and fucking Frankie Lou. I love Frankie Lou. That's about it. Everything else, man, this offense is so fucking trash.
He's right. I call it night, and because I just like playing with the soundboard. These guys are just a bunch of fucking bums.
Don't you ever come back here again, because I'm too old to waste my time trying to train a no-good loser like you bum.
Those guys are a bunch of bums.
They're bums. Bums.
They're bums, man. We're embarrassing.
What's up, guys? This is Chase from Anderson, South Carolina. This team is a disgrace. Just an absolute disgrace from the top down. They don't play as a team, and that's a product of coaching. If Matt Rule is still head coach 24 hours from now, it'll be proof that the owner don't care anything about winning. Can't even build the team up through the draft because they trade so much draft capital away for other teams' cast-offs that suck or don't even play at all. I mean, it needs to be blown up to start over again. What an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like everything, like you said, from top, the two good calls back to back. Big shout out to people in the chat right now is killing it. Shows crushing it. 516 angry Panther fans watching the stream, participating, calling into the show. The number's 252-228-5098. What I got to ask you guys is this. Be a friend, tell a friend, smash the thumbs up button, share the show, because this is why we got 515 invested, angry Panther fans. And like someone said, is this the biggest show? I think the Cam Newton show still might have beaten this one. But
yeah, I think we got up to like 700, 800 something viewers.
This is one of our biggest live audiences ever. It's probably our second biggest.
Right.
And we need you guys to smash the thumbs up button, while you still care to be angry.
That's right,
My
man. Hit
fear
that right.
is 3 weeks later, 3 weeks from now, and this keeps happening.
No, fuck that. We're not like the Panthers. We actually keep pounding because we actually know how to do this shit when they're dedicating it to Sam Mills. How about that's another thing we haven't talked about yet. How embarrassing that this was the keep pounding game. This is the game where we brought Sam Mills' wife, grandkids. I mean, we had a big event at the stadium today.
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot imagine a worse game to do this in front of. Although, to be fair, maybe it would be every game because maybe what we're seeing is that the Carolina Panthers just aren't capable of fielding a competent offense. It's embarrassing, man.
Yeah. And can we please wear our black damn uniforms? We've worn white tops the entire season.
We can wear them. Yeah, we wear them like 90% of the time this year.
I cannot stand that stupid black or white top or white jersey, black pants combo because you got blue socks, black pants, white jersey, silver helmet. It looks so stupid. It looks like a fourth grader put it together. I cannot stand that. Just go with you go back to the silver and black, silver bottoms, black tops. Look like Carolina Panthers again. We don't look like the same team anymore. It's so irritating.
It's just so bad.
We don't know
so
who we are. Isn't it funny that like even the logo in the middle of the field was our old logo? Like we're all just always mixing and matching. Like we really don't have an identity, and it's because of David Tepper now. He's come in, stuck his you know what in the pot, starts mixing everything up, and now he wants to act like he's some godsend to the Carolina Panthers, dude. He's embarrassing, and everything that he has done as an owner to this point has continued to leave the Carolina Panthers where they are. Probably the biggest laughing stock in the NFL.
When do the Panthers and what would it say when the Panthers put in Sam Darnold? Right? What's the message that is delivered by Sam Darnold? First is Sam, when he comes in, he's going to have the biggest shit-eating grin on his face ever. It'd be
he's probably going to... Dude, lucky he would probably throw a pick six on his first fucking play. Dude.
Oh, yeah. I hope so. I hope he does. This is like just but here, as I think when you bring Sam Darnold in, which we're probably going to do at some point soon.
At this rate.
Well, good. Yeah. It's kind of like,
up to?
Yeah. I just feel like it's kind of a message. It just tells us all that it's all been wrong. Yeah. It's all been fucked up. It is fucked up. Like it's just a complete admission at that point that we got it all wrong for years. And so it's tough. Oh, good God. All right, let's go to the next goal.
Panther Nation, my brothers, podcast brothers, how y'all doing? G. Cavassier. Man, I am so fucking pissed off right now. We should have not lost that fucking game. Fire Matt Rule, man. Get Matt Rule the fuck out of here. And fire Phil Snow. Yeah, I said it. I told you from a while ago, I was never a Phil Snow fucking fan. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. And that dude CJ Henderson, man, we need to fucking release his ass, man, because he keeps fucking up with pass interference bullshit, which moves the daggone football up the field, man. This dude fucking sucks, man. Frankie Louvu played a hell of a damn game, man. Brian Burns played a hell of a game. Baker made some daggone fucking mistakes, man. DJ Moore got the ball more, and I'm happy to see that shit, but I'm so sick and tired of seeing these balls batted down. I'm like, come on, man. They need to chop block motherfuckers or something, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real, I don't understand that shit. And I ain't trying to hear that, well, Baker is short and everything. So was fucking Drew Brees, man. So was goddamn Doug
Kyler
Flutie
Murray.
and all these other little shorter motherfuckers, man. And they did okay in the damn league, man. This is fucking bullshit. Something has to damn change, man. Something has to fucking change.
Jeez,
now we fucking 1-3.
And I like
what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
I wanted to be 2-2. And it was Sam Mills shit today, too. God bless his soul, man. Keep pounding.
Yeah, good calls. Man, Panther fans are bringing it right now. Let's go to the next one.
What's up, C3? It's Anthony. Fire Matt Rule! He needs to get fucking fired! Jesus fucking Christ! I don't care how bad Baker was. Fire that fat ass immediately! It's a disgrace! Keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
Keep pounding, Anthony. Dude,
Does he make it to the end of the week? Does he make it? I mean, does he make it?
Probably. Like realistically, yeah. Realistically, yeah, he probably does. I mean, like we want him to, and we feel like he should, but I think that the writing's been on the wall for a long time with Matt Rule. Like I think he lasts at least a few more weeks, but I want him to go next week, but I don't think it's next week. To be honest, I don't think David Tepper has shown me nothing in his repertoire and in his arsenal that shows me he will make that move right now.
What do you think, Cody?
He's Mr. Daylight Dollar Short. That's who David Tepper is. He waited too late to fire Ron Rivera. He waited too late to fire Marty Herney. He does everything he needs to do after the fact, and he's going to fuck around and he's going to wait too late this season too. Because he has no idea what he's doing. Matt,
like,
how about this?
Steer us to the iceberg.
Final thing, David Tepper. David Tepper has to be the least knowledgeable NFL owner in the NFL. And I believe Gail Benson is a 95-year-old woman, dude. So
Tepper is an NFL owner simply because he had money and wanted to do something with it.
Yeah.
All there is to it.
Matt Rule is on the deck of the Titanic, and he goes, straight ahead! Straight ahead, iceberg!
David Tepper decided to buy a football team like someone decides to buy a timeshare. Like, I might as well. There's some good property down there in Charlotte. Fuck it. Why not?
All right, next call.
Hi, guys. It's Rich. What was that?
Poor guy.
I'm not going to say the team are terrible. I think the defense is working as hard as they can and doing a pretty good job. It's interesting that they seem to get found out a bit in the second half once people work it out. But without an offense, I mean, it's just unreal. It's so bad. It is so bad. It's fucking awful. Oh my God. It's whether it's McAdoo or I mean, Baker Mayfield has never been this bad in like 8 years, from when he walked on at Texas Tech to his last year in Cleveland. And I know Cody doesn't like him, but he's terrible at the moment. And he's never been terrible. I mean, he's at least, he's still an upgrade on Sam in that he doesn't panic in the, I think we've forgotten how awful Sam really was. But I mean, right now I'd re-sign Cam. I mean, he's the only quarterback out there that could even make this season even bearable. I know your feelings on, oh, don't do that to him. But seriously, as any kind of option, of anything. I mean, Matt Corral would start next week if he hadn't been injured. I think Baker's done. Baker's done in Carolina. There's just nothing there. I mean, the batted passes. But he takes so long. It's not our O-line. He's got ages. But that's the problem. He's worse. He's way worse with time. That hurry up when he got the interception, and then we stopped them, and then we went down and we did get a field goal. That hurry up offense was good. He threw the ball on time, on place. But the moment he's thinking about it, his wind up. It's weird. I was really, I do all the physiology stuff. It's his when he's winding it up, his whole game is based on the power of his throw that takes a wind up, and that's what's causing it to get blocked, because he can't just throw it. If you compare that to the Matt Corral, which is an absolute zinger coming out with no backlift at all, it's really interesting. Cody will know what I'm talking about here. Maybe you will too. Everybody else, apologies, don't be condescending. But it's so obvious when he's going to throw. That's the problem. It's so obvious when he's going to throw. So they just get their arms up, and it's dreadful. I mean, the rule needs to be fired. It's just a flipping joke. And McAdoo clearly can't run an offense. It's all a joke. We're not that bad as a team, the defense and some of the players. I mean, we start throwing to DJ, and why are we throwing to Ian Thomas?
We're getting to the point. Cody has said
all
this,
the points right here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and he's right. Is the telegraph and the throws. I mean, obviously, like Cody said earlier, they know what they got him figured out. Yeah. I wouldn't say his windup is as Cam had a long throwing motion because he was just so big, right? Like his actual arm was so big. But Byron Leftwich used to have a crazy windup. He looked like a pitcher out there, like on the mound. So I don't think it's that wild, but obviously they know exactly when he's throwing it.
Yeah, and Biden Orlovsky was the one that pointed it out on ESPN to the point where they even asked Matt Rule about it. We talked about it on the Friday free for all. And he was like, "Oh, that's not always true." He gave his bullshit line of talk. But all you have to do is pay attention. Opposing defenses know when the Carolina Panthers are throwing the football. They know running the football. They know what we're going to do. It is clearly an aspect of our offense is tipping them off. And you mentioned Baker Mayfield and his throwing motion. I know Rich, shout out to our caller, Rich, from over there in England. We appreciate you, Rich. He's actually a physical trainer. So he works with bodies and he knows about this stuff like that. It just seems absolutely inexcusable to me that a shorter quarterback like Baker Mayfield would have such a long windup and release. If you're going to be a 6-foot quarterback, you have to do like Drew Brees and get the ball out of your hand. Not only does he not do that, but he's completely indecisive when he's throwing the football. And guys, my final thing, I have never seen a short quarterback overthrow so many fucking wide receivers in my life, dude. It's either a batted pass or it's an overthrown ball to the flat of all places. Near to him, close to him. And all this man does is overthrow. It's embarrassing, man. He's not it. And the fact that we have a coaching staff that thought he was it, but that's why they should be fired.
Yeah. It's very, very embarrassing. And I can say, coming from a 5'7.5" guy, and, got to take the half inch because when you're that small, you got to add every half inch.
Every little bit.
That's right.
Say 5
I think part of that long windup, even though he is small, is because you're small. You have to have that long windup to build up the momentum to have a longer throw. Like that's part of my problem throwing a football. Like I've never, I'm not saying I'm a quarterback by any means, but like I have to have a longer windup. Same with baseball because I don't have the power that a bigger person would have. So I have to have a longer windup with that. And like I said, by no means making excuses for Baker Mayfield because he's been playing horribly. But that might be an explanation for at least the long windup.
Right.
So bad.
Hold on.
Defense can't do it all, fellas. When good defense starts doing some good stuff, offense can't do anything. We look stagnant. We look anemic. I hate it. Matt Fool's got to go. Fired a lot of them. Start clean. This is just horrible. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding. Hey, Tony, let me just read these two real quick. Super chats. Eric 37 with the $2 love bomb. He says, "Wear the black helmets now. Let's at least go out in style." I hear that. And then, as always, this man's always donating. We love him. It's Just Don't Care with the $5. Appreciate you, Just Don't Care.
All right, next call.
Hey guys, it's Jay again. Always appreciate you guys doing this tremendously. Well, that sucked. I was on with you guys' little free for all the other day. Said I thought because of how awful the pass defense of the Cardinals is, we could potentially see Baker 250, DJ Moore 100, nice 28 points, and a win. So, of course, basking my omnipotent foreknowledge, or obviously, jokes aside, this is bad. I don't really know what else to say about it. This should have been, even if we lost, this should have been a game with at least 200 pass yards, which didn't happen. A couple pass touchdowns, it didn't happen. No picks, which didn't happen. The Cardinals were, before this game, giving up over 8 yards in attempts through the air. 70% completion percentage, over 800 passing yards, hadn't picked off the ball, and then given up 7 touchdowns. And, obviously, their first game was against Patrick Mahomes, and Matthew Stafford was there as well. But Matthew Stafford's a pick machine, and he didn't throw any picks to them. The other quarterback they played is Derek Carr, who's good, but he's not great. And I don't know. If you can't click against these guys, it's difficult for me to see clicking anywhere else. Now, Sam Darnold, I don't think is any better than Baker. I don't think B.J. Walker's better than Baker. I don't think that Matt Corral, or is it Matt Corral or Sam? I can't even remember his name. Because I was so thoroughly unimpressed with him in college, coming out of the draft, and I don't think he's very good. I don't think he's going to be any better. But if the starter's not very good and the backups aren't any better, then I guess you see where I'm going with this. We're kind of up the creek without a paddle. And I don't know. There's still time to turn it around because it's only 4 games in. I don't think that it's going to happen though. Which sucks because I like this roster. I thought it could be a sleeper playoff team. And to be honest with you, I'm starting to become unconvinced. Anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts. Appreciate you doing this again. God bless.
Would you prefer a shit sandwich on white or wheat bread?
It won't stick to the roof of your mouth.
I mean, that's basically what we're talking about is, would you rather have this worst food on a croissant or a bagel? And it's like, think about that. We're talking about Sam Darnold being notably better.
Yeah, and how about this? Like, we got robbed of a year of Matt Corral because Matt dumped him with the 4th team, put him in at the end of preseason games with the worst offensive linemen that aren't even on the team anymore. And he gets a broke foot because of Matt Rule's incompetence. So it's not like we even have our rookie on the bench that were, all right, fuck it. Let's put in Matt Corral. Let's see if it starts to spark on offense. And that happened today for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett came in, and I know they lost at the end, but you can tell that they were able to pick up some energy after you put the rookie in. But no,
he looked horrible, didn't he? He threw 3 picks. Yeah, he looked horrible. There's no energy there.
I'm saying at the start, at one point I came in, and it was like 19-17. So they had come back, and then he must downhill. I didn't into the game. The point being is that as a team, you at least want to have the knowledge that, hey man, even if our starter sucks, we have a guy to be drafted in the 3rd round, has a lot of potential. Let's see what he can do. But no, we can't. And I fully blame that injury on Matt Rule and his incompetence and how he used him.
No, Cody. I'm not letting you get away with this. I have to point this out because details are important in an investigation. You said he had a broken foot, and that is not correct. He had a Les Frank injury, however the hell you say it. That can be caused by no contact at all. So you cannot blame that injury on the fact that he was in that play at that point in time.
It was caused by contact, though.
Okay, maybe football's a contact sport. Football's a contact sport. Come on.
Why is he only getting reps behind the worst players on our team? They didn't do that around at other places in the NFL.
But he's facing the worst players on the other people's team.
Agreed.
But he has a part, like, to put this entirely on Matt Rule for the injury of Matt Corral. This is a circle I don't think you're gonna win. But I mean, like, there's.
Oh, I don't care. I'll die on this fucking. I'll blame Matt. Hey, dude, how about this? If I get a kidney stone, I'm blaming Matt Rule's fucking ass for it, dude. I'll blame anything and everything I want on Matt Rule, and I won't even think twice about it, dude. This asshole needs to be fired.
You have a better argument for the kidney stone than you do Matt Corral's.
Good. They're all his fault, man.
That's great, though. I love it.
You're muted there, Tony.
A couple of random things just to my mind. This is how bad. First, the Atlanta Falcons are better than us.
They may be the best team in the division right now.
They beat the Browns. They beat the Browns, but listen to this. And I don't know how they got so many rushing yards. They won today, and Marcus Mariota was 7 for 19 with 139 yards. Why is quarterback play so bad? Somehow it says they had a ton of rushing yards, which I don't understand how. I don't get it. Like, what I'm trying to say is this, is the Browns are bad, and we lost to them.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants
game,
are bad, and we lost to them.
That's true.
The Cardinals, somebody brought a great comment up in the chat, was their defense blows.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't even get any offense going on it. Not even the least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are so bad that
get
like
right,
team
Shane.
Yeah.
You get right against us.
We are the new Detroit Lions. We are the New York Jets. It's there. We used to complain about not having back-to-back winning seasons.
You're right, though.
We might not have when's the next time we're going to have a winning season is what I'm talking about. Big shout out to Adam Sanders with a $10 donation. He said, I think as a team and as a fan base, we have been so desperate for a while that we have had this tendency to put lipstick on a pig for the last 3 years. Honestly, since we've lost Cam Newton.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's nothing's going right. Panthers Blue, thank you for your support. $4.99 love bomb here. How many batted passes does Baker need before he figures out to double pump the ball and sometimes to throw off the D lineman? I don't really understand how it's this bad when our offensive line is one of the better offensive lines we've had in a while. Am I saying they're world beaters? No. Is Taylor Moton getting worked a lot? Yeah. But
we need to talk about enough. That too.
It's good enough to. Bad. You think so?
I feel like every game there, I have seen Taylor Moton get his ass thoroughly whooped.
Well, how long has he been with us?
Maybe those are just the plays that are standing out to me the most. But partly, this dude is our most tenured, highest paid offensive lineman. We've done the most to upgrade the offensive line with Corbett and Nkwonu, and now Taylor Moton's playing terrible. He's looking like trash. I think it's at least a legit criticism that we got to talk about now.
Right.
So, by the way, just don't care what the $5 says. Let's go super chats. Support 3C3. Appreciate you. Just don't care. Okay.
No, well, that's okay.
No,
whoever wanted to go first.
I was going to say I agree with you there that he's not playing very well. But how long has he been with us? It's going on about 8 years now. I mean, how long is the shelf life for a good offensive tackle?
I think
he was with us. Was he with us in 2015?
No.
Okay.
He was drafted. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
I think he was with us.
No, maybe no, he wasn't. He didn't play. We had Remmers, Mike Remmers.
Oh, that's right. So we must have got rid of.
But I do think I don't know. Was he before? I think he was a Gettleman pick.
Well, what I'm saying is, what's the shelf life? I mean, you're looking at around 6 years.
6 years, maybe.
Probably 6-7 years, probably. Like, what's the shelf life on a top flight offensive lineman? Like, I mean, I think he's getting around that age where his career is going to be in decline, probably from here on out, right? I don't see him getting better. He's only getting older.
The other thing, and CK, you go right after this, is that everybody is in decline on this team. This is like a team that we can ruin anything. Like, give us your best player, and I will make him into trash, is what Matt Rule would say.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't know what else to say after a loss like this. You kind of just. I think we're all in agreement to just blow it up at this point. And I'm not the tank type of guy. Like, I'm not. But I'm ready for a guy who can come in here and who makes me feel like Cam did. Like, as long as we have him on the roster, we have a shot, right? And we haven't felt that in so long.
Yeah, but
you know what tanking does for me? It gives me something to cheer for.
Mm-hmm.
Tanking gives me something. No, honestly, it sounds bad, but tanking gives me something to cheer for, because I would love to have a CJ Stroud or the guy from Carolina May, whatever the guys. Like, I would love to have one of those guys and give them a shot. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd like to see Matt Corral too. So I want to see what he's got, but I have no faith in the judgment of the staff in any character, or excuse me, any player development or player ability. So. It's kind of hard to say that I want them to draft a quarterback next, or that I can think Matt Corral is going to be any good.
Oh, no, I'm not. At this point in time, I want to make this clear. I'm not saying let's tank and keep Matt Rule and hope that we get another.
You want tank and clear the house.
I want the tank. Here's the thing. I was against the tank in Matt Rule's early tenure because I think tanking is not a culture you want to create as a new coach. But when you've seen the most effective tankers, they've been on the last year of their head coach. You see it at Jaguars, the Dolphins. You've seen it,
the Cardinals.
The Jets. I don't know if you can say theirs is effective yet, but we'll see.
The Eagles did a few years ago.
Yeah, the Eagles sort of did it. They did a mini tank, I would say. Like they got rid of their players, but they never were like the bottom of the barrel. They never got the top pick, right?
Yeah.
But they found their guy later in the rounds. I mean, in Jalen Hurts, who happens to show up and now all of a sudden is a world beater quarterback in the NFL. And that's what a good coach will do. Like when you have a guy like even Arthur Smith at Atlanta. I mean, he's got Atlanta Falcons looking way better than anybody would have thought they'd look. Their record is in and of itself is almost misleading.
They could be undefeated. Yeah,
they could be undefeated. Every single game they've had, they've looked like, they might win this game, and then something crazy happens, like their comeback loss to the New Orleans Saints. There's a lot of things that can go wrong to in those games, but man, what I'm telling you, like, I think we need to. I hate to say it, we've got to tank and give a new coach some assets to look at and say that Carolina is an attractive place to go.
Yeah. So, two things. First, from Tony's illegitimate bastard, White Chocolate Espresso. He says, I say trade Moten and move Brady Christensen to right tackle. And people said I was crazy. He's 28. Trade him like they did trade Turner when he was a Pro Bowler. Again, so when we talk about trading, I've said this on the show before. You don't tank, or tanking rather, you don't tank from a coach and player perspective. You tank from a front office perspective. So if you know that your team is getting ready to be in the midst of a rebuild, well, then you're not telling your coaches and players to go out there and lose on purpose. Literally no one is ever going to do that. Even players that are on their free agent deals, they're not going to put bad film out there, and then who's going to want to pick them up? What you do is you look at the assets that you have available to you, and you offload them while you have the opportunity. So let me tell you, it's a lot easier to guarantee that they're going to lose if they don't have a DJ Moore or a Christian McCaffrey or a Taylor Moton. And now you've been able to turn those into picks that your front office and your brand new coaching staff are going to have available to them to continue to build your football team. That's how you tank. The problem is, I don't know if the Panthers are ever going to do that, because we always feel like we're one season away from being right where we need to be, and we never truly commit to it.
Good news. We are tanking. Like, we're losing. The thing about tanking that's crazy is you're trying not to win. We are trying to win, and we can't win.
Right. So losing should be simple for us.
No wonder. Of course, it's not we don't have a choice to tank, guys. We are tanking because we stink. Next call.
Another loss.
Poor Noah.
I don't have the words right now to speak. I mean, Baker is trash, bro. Baker is just trash. He's garbage. He's washed. It's either that or we just need to fix something for just, oh my gosh. This is just unbelievable how trash we are. Like, I'm not even going to watch no more Carolina Panthers games from now on. Unless we do something great. I really think we probably need Sam, to be honest. Cause Sam plays better than Baker. To really be honest, and to me, he kind of plays better than Baker Mayfield. But oh my gosh, this doesn't make no freaking sense why we're losing this game. And to be honest, I don't even know if it's Matt Rule's fault. To be honest, to be honest, I don't even know if it's Matt Rule's fault. But, keep pounding. I'm out. Peace.
I think we should make David Tepper or Matt Rule take Noah to school every Monday after a loss.
Or at least they need to be listening to their cat calls, man.
Yeah.
Because it hits you different. Like, we're just a bunch of grown assholes sitting here shouting about a game. But, like, when you hear these kids come on and they're just like, I can't. I don't know what to do anymore, man.
It hits us because that's how we really feel.
It's disheartening, man. It's like you're trying to build up the next generation of Panther fans, and that the Panthers are doing everything that they can to crush them. It's just demoralizing, man.
All right, next call.
Hey, guys. Carolina sports guy, Chuck from Elizabeth City. Oh, I'll tell you. You're talking about a team taking the life out of you. It's not even fun.
See, this is like the adult version of Noah.
Yeah. Will there really be any difference from the Richardson? I mean, the guy has tried to bring in things and make things different, put the logo at midfield, try to bring a name brand coach or somebody with some glitz in. Hadn't done any good. Got rid of Cam. Is Cam good or bad? Whatever. Then we go on with Teddy Bridgewater. That doesn't work. Blame the OC. Get him fired. Bring in a new OC. Guy used to be a head coach. It ain't working. Get Sam Darnold here, not want the answer. That was a Band-Aid that didn't work. Bring Baker Mayfield, and God knows if he don't look like shit. I'm not impressed. You might as well put Darnold out there. If he's $18 million a year, make him earn that money, even though it's going to suck. Poor McCaffrey's being wasted.
Yes.
Sooner or later, shit like this is going to happen. Our defense has played well, but as soon as Chin goes out and his defense is left on the field, they're going to get tired of this shit. And I don't know how soon Matt Rule can get fired, but he's going to get fired. And, or he's going to have to walk off on his own sooner than before he gets fired. But guys, I'm telling you, this shit is not worth watching. And I'm a true fan, but it's hard. It's hard to get up when you see players being wasted. And just everybody call. Remember, everybody called for Short Higgins. He's not getting the game jersey. He's not getting in. He's in. That's what we're missing. Oh, he should play. Gets in the game with us. Tries to overcompensate and fumbles right when we got a chance to put a dagger in the heart. And blows it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to watch. It's been a tough. Look, I think the people that came here, so many people just congregated because we just need some support at this point. We all feel like Noah going to school tomorrow. Just next call.
Yeah, dude, I'm leaving the game. This team's horrible. Baker sucks. Cam Newton. Why we get rid of Cam Newton? Why we get rid of damn Cam Newton? He was better than this. This is ridiculous. I want Sam Darnold back. That's saying something. Cam Newton's who calls a timeout on 3rd and 27? Who calls a timeout on 3rd and 27?
You.
They don't
I'm
use
so
anybody.
glad I brought that up. Thank you.
How do you only get 150 yards of offense in today's NFL? It's disgusting. Ben McAdoo's a clown. Matt Rule's a clown. David Depper's a clown. Baker Mayfield sucks. The more when Brady has more time, you're like, oh, he's going to throw a touchdown. The more time Baker has, the more damn chance he's going to have to throw an interception. The man throws better passes to the other team than his own. It's ridiculous. It's like watching a slug go through salt. It's disgusting. Sam Mills deserved better.
Oh, good call. And I think this is the second person who said this, that he gets worse with time.
Not one.
All right, next call.
Yo, it's TJ out of G Vegas. Called up here on Tuesday. Called the game 24-12. Pretty damn close. Said they run the ball 30, 40 times. 35 times. Ran it all over us. I mean, did okay stopping the run, but like I said, Kyler Murray, mobile quarterback, what do you do? Run in touchdown on us. Defense looked pretty good. I mean, they were better against run than I thought they'd be, but they looked pretty good. Frankie Louvu really, I mean, he's the guy for some reason. I don't know. We paid Shaq Thompson all this money. He just seems like a positional player to me. He's not really showing up like he did last year.
I didn't see him.
Don't know why that is, but Casey Horn's looking good. He's playing better. Henderson's digressing. Offense trash. Same old shit. I mean, I don't see anything getting better until, like we say, fire Matt Rule. It's got to happen. We'll go from there, I guess. Keep pounding, guys.
We really need to get that
10th grade, keep pounding. Yeah, that's all I got to say. We suck. Later.
Hey, can I ask, did Shaq Thompson even play today? I didn't see him at all. One play, one time. Didn't see his name called.
Saw him.
Nothing.
I saw him, and they put him in on one down, but he didn't make any impact today.
Yeah.
All right, next go.
What's going on, C3 Podcast? Love the show as always. This is D from Stanford, North Carolina. Basically, the main thing is Matt Rule. Man, your days are more than numbered. They are expired. It smells. You need to be thrown out the fridge. Baker Mayfield is not the answer. I know they're going to be the cause for Sam and so forth. And at this point, it is whatever. But Baker, confidence is not there. The mechanics are not there. I felt the O-line kind of kept it pretty clean for him today at certain points, and he did not deliver. Also, in that same breath, our daggum defense came out and played great defense in that first half, and then couldn't get off the field in the second half. Third down became our worst enemy. The most electrifying toddler in football, Kyler Murray, started using his feet, and it became an issue. But until we can shore up something with Baker, I also still feel like we really need to get back into more multiple running backs in the rotation. I think Christian could have been more effective in the fourth quarter. He had that nice touchdown catch. But we've got to just get to the point that we're just running. We need to pass as least as possible. Hey, like I said, I love you guys. Days will always get better. It sucks today, but we always got the next week, if not that week, the next week, or we got next season. But either way, I love y'all. Keep pounding, baby. Baker's got to go, but let's keep pounding.
Good call right there. The thing is we even made Christian McCaffrey bad. Nice call.
Guys, let's all be honest. It's no again. I mean, let's be honest. Come on. This season is over. It's been over ever since we lost to New York. And I'm surprised you won against the Saints because this season is over. Only probably next game you probably want to win is probably the Atlanta Falcons game and the other Atlanta Falcons game. This game is over. It's over.
Tank for CJ Stroud or Bryce Young. Bring in Brian Flores. Fuck Matt Rule. Keep pounding.
Oh man, we're
We're
this
there,
team,
dude.
Look, man.
Yeah,
we are.
Man, I know this is a PG show, man. But this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Like, stop it. Stop making excuses. Stop doggone taking up for Baker. Stop taking up for Rule. Bruh, this shit is crazy, bruh.
Crazy.
This whole team is not prepared, bruh. They're not prepared. I'm tired of it, bruh. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of supporting this team. I'm tired of making excuses. I'm tired of the Cam bashing. I'm tired of everything. Talking about Sam. This team is fucking trash, bruh. No heart. On Sam Mills Day, bruh. No heart. At home. No heart, bruh. No heart, bruh. Man, I'm over it, bruh. I'm out, bruh. I can't even talk no more.
We feel the frustration, man. It's tough, man. Like I can only hope that the next time we congregate here that we're not looking at Matt Rule as our head coach. And I don't think that David Tepper is necessarily going to do it because he doesn't do anything that he's supposed to do when he's supposed to fucking do it. So I'm not going to put my hopes and dreams on him.
Right.
Look, man, I think it's so embarrassing that the Panthers are at this point already talking about tanking, already talking about the draft, trading players. I assure you, none of us want to be doing that. None of us wanted to be doing that. We all wanted to be 4-0 right now. Even the biggest Matt Rule haters amongst us would have preferred the Carolina Panthers to be winning football games because we're not. But the most basic ineptitudes on the Carolina Panthers are obvious for everyone to see, and it's going to continue to get worse before they make it better, man. So, look, I'm gonna hop here. I got 6 o'clock comes early in the morning for you, boy. I gotta be a lot of places tomorrow, but I had to come on here and talk about this with y'all. I don't know, man. Tony, Greg, CK, y'all continue with this therapy session because there's a lot of broken hearts here in the chat room, man.
Yeah, we're struggling. Thanks, man, Cody. We'll see you on Tuesday night.
C3, peace and love. Love y'all.
Let's go
Later,
to
man.
the next call.
All right, guys. Another L on a very winnable game, a game that should have been won. And I can just say that I am sick and tired of hearing the excuses for different people. This isn't a fire Matt Rule thing. Matt Rule was out-coached. He's out-coached all the damn time. So, yes, this is on Matt Rule. We have a second-tier coach. We have a second-tier coaching staff. That's true. But Baker Mayfield cannot play. He is just not good at the sport of football.
Agreed.
It is so apparent. It's one thing when you're being outcoached so the scheme isn't up to snuff. It's another thing when you're missing wide open throws or throwing the ball 2 yards behind receivers that get tipped and picked. That's on Baker. It's not on Matt Rule. They both are terrible. They both need to go. We are talking about a total teardown here. Like, we're close, guys. We are close. Tony, I really hope you're done bottoming for this guy. He sucks. Cody, it's not all on Rule. Yes, it's on Rule. It's on McAdoo. It's also on Baker Mayfield. Like, the D was there. The D did their part. I know they're flawed. Like, they're not as good as, like, the numbers show. And we've seen that, through 4 weeks now, where the numbers show one thing, but your eyes tell you another, where it's like, man, it seems like we're stuffing the run, and yet they're popping a 20-yard run on us, whoever it may be. And so it is a total team loss, in my opinion, with the exception of the defense. The defense did their part. But when you give up 23 unanswered points, yes, you're getting outcoached. But this isn't a secret to any of us, guys. Like, it's not. Like, we're just a poverty franchise, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of, like, oh, great, we have one season where we make the playoffs, and then we're an embarrassment again for another 3 or 4 years. Or who knows, at this point, maybe even longer. So anyway, guys, that's all I got. I don't know. This JP, man, JP the Drunken Panthers, and I'm going to be hammered tonight. Keep pounding, guys.
Yeah, man. It's you're right. I mean, look, Baker's just been horrendous. And the thing that's crazy about Baker is, like, it's worse than even the worst people, the lowest projection possible. So it's just really tough right now. Is Lance said, play the clip I tagged you on Twitter. All right, I'll pull it up. Let me get this next call in here. And White Chocolate, tell me what you want me to talk about with this tweet from Christian McCaffrey talking about how he was thinking. He was just saying that he sent me a Twitter thing. Christian McCaffrey thanked Cameron Newton. This is a long time ago. He did this in 2020. Thank you, number one. You changed the way I approached the game. And brought the fun back in it. Cam did bring the fun back in it, and we are not having any fun. Let's go to the next call.
What's up, C3?
I hear fire Matt Rule in the background.
Sorry, that was a bad intro. But anyway,
We fucking suck. I feel so bad for the defense because they're balling out. Me and my pops are leaving the game. A huge brawl broke out in front of us, and that was about the excitement for tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, Baker Mayfield, we're saying it again. We keep saying it, and sometimes we all get bamboozled when the season starts, and we kind of get, give up hopes and everything. But he's just not the answer, and nobody's doing him favors. But I'm not blaming nobody else but Baker Mayfield because, I mean, he's just – some of these throws were like, fuck it, the other team's down there somewhere, And I'm really thinking about, not going to any more games this year because, $50 parking, $15 beers, and at the end of the day, it's the same shit. Different day, same shit. Either we're going to be up and lose or we're going to be down and lose. And if the other team scores 17 points, it is a wrap.
No.
But maybe Matt Rule will get fired today or tomorrow. Or if it was me, I would cut Baker and fire Matt Rule and say, fuck it, to be honest. But anyway,
see what happens.
Keep pounding. Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Wow.
I laughed at this. This is Baker Mayfield right here. Looking for DJ Moore. Oh. Trash. This is literally Baker Mayfield. The only thing that could be better is if somehow like somebody just came up and swatted it.
Or if that trash can was on fire.
Exactly. It's like, good God, it's awful. The tweet was this is what would they say? He throwing the Matt Rule. That's when it was. Good Lord. All right, next call.
C3. Once again, love y'all. D from Sanford, North Carolina. I just wanted to drop back and hit y'all again with one more thing. Shout out to Frankie Louisville. Even though he kind of had that bonehead penalty towards the end, he really shined. He showed the energy. He really gave a damn out there. I loved it. Brian Burns wreaking havoc, chasing the most electrifying toddler in football in Kyler Murray. I loved it. And just shout out to what y'all do so forth. Y'all make a game day loss feel just a little bit better hearing y'all thoughts and takes on it. Y'all have a great night. But once again, shout out to Brian Burns and Frankie Louisville. Keep pounding. Sam Mills for life.
Yeah, they're the only ones that had any good things to say about it. All right, next call.
Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Another loss.
Greatest.
Another way of losing the same way. Offensive line isn't okay. Baker Mayfield is just horrible. And then just the play calling, the batted passes. Our defense played well, and we lose the same way. It's just very frustrating. I haven't really thought about a complete rebuild until you guys mentioned it earlier, and I'm kind of thinking that. I don't know. Like, I really think a really good quarterback like C.J. Stroud coming in next year and a good offensive play caller, good head coach, new coaching staff, I think we could be a really good team. I think if we had a really decent quarterback and good play calling, we would be 4-0 right now. I truly believe that. Our defense is really good. I would love to have another player opposite of Brian Burns, but...
Oh, sorry. Hold on. That was my fault. I didn't know if I queued up.
Hey, guys, back and good play calling, we would be 4-0 right now. I truly believe that. Our defense is really good. I would love to have another player opposite of Brian Burns, but yeah, it's just time for Matt Rule to go. It's just not it. It's the same thing over and over. Now we're losing different ways and we're adjusting and, we're starting to clean up the things that we made mistakes and we lose other ways. To me, that's different. But when you lose the same way over and over, just defense plays well, offense is just pathetic. Like, just dry, pathetic. And it's not like drop passes. It's just overthrown balls, batted passes, poor play calling. just not putting your players in a position to succeed. It's just obvious. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later.
Man, appreciate the call.
Hey guys, it's John B. Jenkins, president of the PJ Walker Witness the Walker fan club. I just wanted to say that I'm so done with Matt Rule after this. I think I've been one of the people that's just kind of stuck by him through all of this and just said, let him give him a chance. Let's see what he can do. He's been a program builder. Look, I'm done. After he lost that game for us against Ron Rivera and the football team last year, and then he comes out and loses this game for us for the Sam Mills game, I'm done. I'm done with him. I don't care what we put out there as long as it is not Matt Rule.
Wow.
That being said, guys, check out my new book that just dropped on Audible. Sorry for the shameless plug, but I am an audiobook narrator. Check out Orc, Saga of the Bright Flame. And keep pounding.
Nice. Orc, Saga of the Bright Flame. Like it.
Sounds like my kind of reading. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Next go.
Hey, this is White Chocolate Espresso. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? Baker played like trash. But I have a bigger question. Christian McCaffrey had 8 carries. 8 carries. The team as a whole had 13 carries. 13 rushes. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? 13 rushes. Baker is horrible. He's trash. He's probably a little better than Sam Darnold, but I can't even say that. I think a lot of you forget how bad Sam Darnold looked last year. But anyway, it doesn't matter. 8 carries from what, the highest paid running back in the NFL? I think he is. I don't know. But he is in the top 5. And you run him 8 times. 8 fucking times. You ran the ball total 13 fucking times. Matt Rule, get the fuck out. I'm done with this fucking shit.
It's horrendous.
That was trash. That was horrible. I don't know
so
what else
bad.
to say.
McAdoo sucks. Everybody sucks.
I've never heard a caller so united.
This is fucking disgusting.
What's that?
I've never heard a caller so united.
Watch this fucking shit. Fuck David Tepper and fuck Matt Rule.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's bad. It's never been this bad before on the show.
Hey. You know who the fuck it is. Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka! What the fuck did I tell you, motherfuckers? Let's stop being biased, motherfuckers. I tried to tell you guys, right? We need to start trading off these fucking assets, man. First of all, we need to fire the entire front office. Bro, we have to clean house. The only way we're going to save this season is by fucking cleaning house and trading away assets, man. You guys, we're done. The entire Friday free-for-all, all you motherfuckers said we was going to whoop their ass. That's all I heard. Their defense is trash. Their DB's trash. Bottom of the pile, JD, bruh. G, I know you living in Hawaii, bruh, but I'm sick of you, bruh. I'm sick of the positivity, bruh. Don't bring your ass on the free-for-all no more, bro, with that positive bullshit, G. I'm done, bruh. Start fucking with me and start listening to what the fuck I gotta say and what the fuck we gotta do, bruh. Christian McCaffrey. C-Mac, mate. I'm sorry, bruh. I wouldn't even be mad if you asked for a trade, bruh. Casey Horn, bruh. I thought this was a guy, bruh. I just seen this motherfucker get stick armed to the fucking ground like a bitch.
That's one play.
Why is CJ Henderson, man?
Nah, he's garbage.
I always protect you, bruh. You got your ass kicked today, and I don't believe it's your fucking fault.
Come on, man.
Having the right personnel on the fucking field. Why is Hartsfield covering fucking Marquise Hollywood Brown, bro? Aren't you a fucking safety, bruh?
Chin was injured.
What is up with Phil Snow and fucking Miles Hartsfield, man? He had him on the fucking field last season with a fucking broken hand and a fucking cast, dog. Where the fuck has Keith Taylor been, bruh? Why can't we have the right personnel on the field? Now we got Jeremy Chin with a fucking hamstring. Hey, Tony, fuck the one call fucking shit, G. I'm calling in today, bruh. And if you pause me, you fucking ignore me, or you go over any of my calls, G, we're gonna have a motherfucking problem, G.
Next call.
What's going on, Panther Nation? Long time no see, hear, see, whatever. Chef Jeff.
Oh,
just want to
hey,
say,
Chef Jeff.
I want to say this for weeks. Fire Matt Rule. He's garbage. He's been garbage. He's always going to be garbage. And he ain't ever going to be nothing but garbage. I can use one hand to count the amount of successful college coaches who have turned around and turned that success into a successful NFL career. He ain't one of them. All right? I know I ain't been on here in a while, but I'm going to be listening tonight. I've been working a lot, whatever. But I'm telling you, fuck Matt Rule. The goofy bastard needs to go. All right? Love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Glad to see the podcast growing. Love it. Love it. I'll be listening. Love you guys.
Thanks, Chef Jeff. Longtime friend of ours. Man, Patrick Mahomes is awesome.
At least we're not losing this badly. Like the Bucks are losing 21-3, and it's only 11 minutes left in the second half. Like that happened in a quarter and 4 minutes.
Yeah. Well, they fumbled the first drive, like the Bucks did, and the Pat scored on one, or the Chiefs scored on one play, and then I think Patrick Mahomes is insane. Like if anybody's watching that game and they saw that touchdown he threw, he's insane. It's nuts what he can do.
I know
that guy is the future.
I mean, he just basketball passed it to him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Next call.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Cookie Monster calling in.
What's up, my man?
Just leaving the game. Pathetic. Man, I was optimistic going into this year. I was wrong about Baker.
Yep.
Baker is absolute garbage. I never thought I would say it. Sam actually runs the offense better than Baker did. It's crazy. You at least utilize your key players. At this part, I am on board with you doing a full rebuild. And I hate to say it, but that includes getting rid of your key acquisitions while you can. We've got 4 draft picks. Not going to cut it during a full rebuild. Cut ties and everything with Matt Rule, of course. I think you trade DJ, trade McCaffrey, get some type of picks while you can. Brian Burns, I can see him going, and even possibly Frankie Louvu. You know what I mean? He's playing hot. You have some leverage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this year, I definitely feel for the players. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit going on, I think, behind closed doors on the offense. But yeah, keep pounding, you guys. Everybody, make sure you like the C3 Panthers podcast. You guys are awesome. Y'all keep pounding.
Thanks so much for your support, man.
Yeah.
Tough. I mean, I really feel like it's my wife's birthday this weekend, so we have friends over, and I'm just tired right now. We've already, had a little too much fun over the last 2 days, and I'm thinking how tired and exhausting I feel after this game. Imagine driving to this shit, going into that stat. Actually, I looked at a couple of screens when they panned out. Looked empty. Looked like a lot of empty seats to me, and there ain't going to be. I saw somebody, I saw now the ticket prices are finally starting to crumble.
Plummet?
Yeah. I saw somebody post ticket prices on StubHub for Upper Deck, $16.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go to a game this year.
Yeah, I know. But man, guess what? It will be miserable. So hey, man, shout out to you guys that have the stones and the courage and the fandom to go to this garbage. Next call.
I'm going.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Zach Harris from Kannapolis, North Carolina. Well, I wish we were celebrating a victory this evening, but you know what? There's another fucked up game from stupid ass fucking Baker Mayfield. You know what I got to say? Get this fucking clown out my fucking city and off my fucking football team and send his ass to wherever he wants to fucking go. Get rid of his ass tough fucking Morrow. Second,
Get rid of fucking Matt Rule. How much more does City need to fucking take? I tell you what, I have to disagree with some of y'all on this show. I respect y'all, I love you and everything, but our defense is fucking awesome. They stayed on the fucking field more and more and more every fucking game. They're the only ones doing anything for us. Mayfield is a fucking joke. Call my boy Cam Newton back because this time last year, Cam was scoring fucking touchdowns. Baker Mayfield came and throw the fucking ball. Hope y'all have a good evening. Peace.
I appreciate the call. Good call. And it's okay to be well, not you don't need my approval. It's like, man, everybody's upset at this point. Baker has been bad. He's been worse than advertised. He has been just a bit dumpster juice, right? The fact that we want Sam Darnold, I don't want to put Cam Newton through any of this. Not like, don't even associate him with any of this. And I do look is I kind of go through this with my own team with the ECU Pirates. By the way, the ECU Pirates, CJ Johnson yesterday had 4 touchdowns as a receiver. Like, he just killed it. Wow. And a guy that was suspended over the summer and like had some issues, was really putting together a cool season. But I've been kind of as Holton Ahlers, our quarterback, is not the best quarterback we've had in team history. He's not even really top 5. He's put up, but here's the thing is he's not a great passer by nature. Like, he's just not pure. And when I say that, I feel terrible criticizing basically the best person on the team, though.
Right.
Is that like, and that's what it is for this defense too, is that they are the only thing. Maybe that punter is the only thing.
Hecker?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He's the MVP of the team.
Yeah. Other than him and Brian Burns and Luvu, it's really just, and Derek Brown. Big props to Derek Brown for really putting together a good season right now in the face of a lot of criticism and throw under the bus by the coaching staff. So it's just like that. Is like, I know when we say like, is that the defense is being critical of them is like, they're at the bottom of the list of criticism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they've had some like that CJ Henderson penalty turned things around today for the Cardinals and put them in a position, but it doesn't matter. It's like, I'm not even that mad about his penalties this year, and they've ruined, really gave the other team scoring opportunities. But at the same time, it's like, it really doesn't even matter if you can't score at all.
That's true.
We can't score at all. It's just so bad. All right, next call.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is James Barrick, Monfils Evangelista, reporting to you live from Houston, Texas, and the Space City Riot. We just watched a game that, for lack of other words, it's just bleeping embarrassing. Just embarrassing. I'm sitting there like, wow. As much crap as I talk to half of my immediate family members because they're all Falcons fans about the leads that they blow, like, this is pitiful. I've watched every down of all the games this season throughout the first 4 games, and Baker Mayfield is garbage, hot garbage. He's a Trashosaurus Rex. He's got to go. Matt Rule, garbage, hot garbage. He's a Trashosaurus Rex. He's got to go. Defense looks good. They should look good. They should look good. They've been getting progressively better every week, just about consistently for the past 2 or 3 seasons. But, we can't expect them to hold teams forever when Baker Mayfield is out here completing negative 8,600% of his passes. Like, complete a pass to somebody. And for Christ's sake, if I have to watch one more 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 where they give the ball to Christian McCaffrey and try to run him up the middle, it's just ridiculous. And it's hard for me to keep numbers. The Space City Riot, we had almost 50 people at game 1, about 20 people at game 2, dropped to about 15 people at game 3, had about 11 or 12 today. I don't know that anybody's going to show up next week, and quite frankly, I don't even really blame them. You know, I'm showing up. I'm getting to the bar 30, 40 minutes before the game every week, putting in my work as a Panthers fan and the leader of a Roaring Riot chapter, setting up flyers and banners, talking to the manager, making sure that they're going to honor the drink specials and all this stuff because we got people coming. I look like a fucking idiot. Because I'm up here doing all this work for a team that can't win a fucking game and can't put an offense on the field. Okay, all right. It's the Lord's Day, so I'm gonna try to curse a little bit less. I'm just gonna say, this shit is embarrassing. Y'all keep doing the good work that y'all are doing. Y'all are absolutely amazing and incredible through good times, bad times, everything. Y'all know I'm always listening, even though I can't come in. I know y'all hear my voice probably only once or twice a year, but I'm listening from afar in Houston, Texas, and still out here representing for the Carolina Panthers. Keep pounding. I'm about to walk into another bar and pound some more drinks. Because that's
I like it. Keep pounding. Be safe.
Man, he really puts it in perspective. You know, it's like you're doing that work.
Right.
And think about what starting a fan club is like, or what Roaring Riot does, what his chapter is. That's just fans loving football and their team enough to do all of this. Like, they don't even deserve fans like that.
No,
like, I mean, good God of mercy, that poor guy said, man, like, he feels like an idiot. Like, hey, we're trying to make imagine that. Imagine trying to start the fan club up right now. Like, we're gonna do a new chapter where fucking on Mars, man, like, nobody's showing up. Ugh. Next call.
Baker, motherfucking ass is fucking sorry. He need to be fucking bitch. I told everybody
Oh,
that
man,
Sam
Locks.
Donald should
Sorry,
be
man, the
sorry.
call's a little too tough, but I feel your pain, bro.
That was good, fellas. Corey calling in. I'm gonna get right to it, man. First things first, get CJ Henderson the fuck off my team, bro. I don't know if y'all talked about it or what. I'm gonna tune into the show probably before you guys tune out tonight. But yeah, bro, he's terrible. I've been saying he was terrible since last year. A lot of people wanted to like kind of give him a chance, seeing that he was coming from Jacksonville. But nah, man, like top 10 pick, whatever. I don't like once a game this motherfucker gets beat deep, and he has like no spatial awareness. Like he got the worst ball skills I've ever seen out of a DB ever, bro. Somebody gets by him, he fucking panics. Like he just don't know what to do when the ball's in the air. Get him off my team. He's not gonna be anything for us. I'm pissed we traded for him. Anyway, I mean, yeah, Frankie Louvu, shout out to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Frankie Louvu Pro Bowl campaign is going strong over here. Yeah, not much to say about him. I think the defense in total, like, do they play a perfect game? No. But at the end of the day, man, offense gives you absolutely nothing in return. There's plenty of times where the Cardinals should have done more and, you know, the defense put them out of position or forced them to a field goal or, you know what I'm saying, fucking scored touchdowns for us, man. So, I mean, I don't think the defense is like world beaters, but nowhere near the problem for his team. You know, Baker's don't get a whole lot of shit today, deservedly. I've been out of the Baker camp. You know, don't need to explain too much on that. Honestly, man, I was watching it tonight. I was starting to feel bad for bro. Not like excusing any of his performances because he's just not it. Like he's not talented enough. And like I see him and I'm watching him play and he's getting all these balls batted down and he's just throwing the ball behind people. And it's just he just I can see that he's trying, but he's just not good enough. And that's just a simple matter of fact. I honestly don't understand how he became the number 1 overall pick because he's not statuesque. Like he's a short guy. He doesn't have incredible accurate. He's not incredibly pinpoint accurate. Leading receivers, you know, studious, can read the defense like, you know, a mastermind. He doesn't have, you know, popping athleticism, you know, off the chart speed or
or arm strength or anything like that. It's kind of like he's just mid all around. And when you talk about a team like this, he's not the guy. I'm gonna run out of time, man. But you know what I'm saying. Shout out to y'all for keeping up with the therapy sessions every week, man. Keep finding, man.
Appreciate it, Greg. I saw we had a super chat in the house.
Yeah, we did. It wasn't a super chat. It was just a donation from. Or excuse me, we had two. We had one from Eric for $2. Wear black helmets, going out of style, and then I'm sorry, the latest one from Eric. He ain't jumping ship, but stuff has to change, and I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric 37 for your support. You guys can support the show by donating like Eric did, or becoming a C3 super fan, or just smashing the thumbs up button. And really just this is my plea right now. First, I thank everybody who donates, so I'm not discouraging donations. Certainly not. And my plea is for you to just please come back next week.
Yeah.
And the week after, because the biggest fear I have is what my man was saying from Houston, is like where we just don't want to show up anymore.
Right.
And we put too much work into this damn podcast for them to ruin it on us. Imagine that. Imagine if we weren't the ones that ruined the podcast, but the Carolina Panthers actually were. What a fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, here's the thing, and here's the sell to come back. We've been here through every bit of it.
Yep.
We have been here through thick and thin. We have been here when it's good. We have been here when it's bad. We have never faulted. We've only tried to continue to get better and better for everybody here. But beyond that, it's a community. Like, let's fuck the Panthers at this point in time. We've created a group of people that are, that would like to see a team like the Carolina Panthers succeed, but we can get behind certain things together where we're like, it's a community. And so if you're needing that therapy session, that's what we talked about. This is what this is. It's a therapy session that is going to allow you to come and vent and talk to us about what you think is the situation and, things like that. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to coming back. And to Tony's point, I think everybody sees the value in what we offer.
Oh,
here.
yeah. Yeah, our community is definitely sound enough to survive this. But I'm just saying, is like at some point the apathy can be a real factor, and beyond the podcast, it can just be in the stadium, it can be on the Twitter, it can be everything. Eric, thanks again. He said, "I'm here to stay" with the $2 super chat. The thing that is really interesting, I feel like we're the guys on the Titanic playing the orchestra, playing it as the ship is going down right now. All right, next call, and somebody else is in the crosshairs.
CJ Henderson is trash. I am so sick of seeing him giving up these massive bombs and flagging them down. All you need to do is just turn around and watch the fucking ball.
Yeah, he's awful.
Yeah. Look, CK hit me up as soon as that play happened. I was in the chat with us about to type something, and CK hit me up before that. Here comes Greg. Before I even said anything, here comes Greg. So I'm watching him do CJ Henderson, man. He's garbage.
All right, next call.
Hey, this is, y'all know who this is.
The pickle.
I debated not calling in today, but I thought I will because this team just sucks. And when I say team, I mean everybody from the owner down. Some of these players suck, and I'm tired of hearing about what kind of great talent we got. Because let me tell you what, this is like, you see this hot babe at work. She's gorgeous. She's single. So you ask her out. Pretty soon you're going out and you're going to go to parties, and pretty soon she's into you. So you go back to her place and you watch her slowly undress, and you realize she's a freaking guy. That's what kind of football team this is. Slam the door in the face and walk the fuck out. Y'all have a good one. And fire the GM and head coach.
We were drunk enough to think it was a girl, though.
Yeah.
God, so bad.
Pretty drunk.
So bad. We were fooled. We continue to get fooled by this damn Matt Rule team every year. We got fooled last year with this Darnold experiment. Yep. We got fooled with this Baker experiment. We got fooled. You know what? A fool man can't get fooled again, as George Bush says. And it's time for Matt Fool, to get out of here. Like, it's just not going to get better. I don't even want to keep Scott Fitterer. Mm-hmm. I don't want anybody. I want everything new. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to see, look, this guy about to talk about Ian Thomas. I don't even want to see his face around ever again. Look.
I am so pissed at the Panthers right now. I'm pissed at David Tepper. He needs to fire Matt Rule's ass and get him out of here. I'm pissed at Robbie Anderson, Tommy Tremble, Ian Thomas. I hate the turf field that we have. I hate the ugly-ass jerseys that we wore today. I don't blame the fans at all for yelling and booing at Baker. Baker needs to shut the hell up and actually do something for the first time. The amount of QBs that have come here and their careers have just died is getting sad. And, I mean, I think Matt Corral is going to be the next Will Grier. I don't see this going anywhere. I don't see any, excitement behind that theory, kind of, but I don't know, man. I'm just sick of it.
Good call. It's like from everything. There's like the only thing is Brian Burns and Frankie Louvu.
Yep.
Today, like those are the only things that deserve any, and maybe the punter Hecker. But even the fake punt, that play went fucking terrible, and we got a penalty on it. You know what I'm saying? So like we can't do everything. We fuck up everything. That's what we're doing.
It's a failure on many different levels. I think that's one of the things that I say going into this is like I'm more irritated with the fact that it feels like our offense is bad on a like majority of the places. Like we can talk about Baker Mayfield all we want. You guys want to talk about some? Ian Thomas missing 3 drop passes. Tommy Tremble having drop passes. We have offensive linemen who are just letting people go by, and some of those bad passes aren't just on Baker. His height has some to do with it, but a lot of them have to do with the fact one of those ones that JJ Watt got. You watched it, and Ian Thomas was supposed to block Allen. Ian Thomas just doesn't even touch him. The dude just jukes him, and Ian Thomas is turning around, trying to run after him, and it's just not working because he's already beaten him. A lot of this is a failure across the board. That isn't
everybody's fucked up. When you do something, even when the worst player does something good, CK, which is Baker Mayfield, then the next play he gets crushed, sacked, nothing can go right.
Right.
And how much can you really blame some of the players at some point in time? Because I feel like this at work sometimes too, where you feel like you're giving so much all the time and it doesn't make a difference. Yeah. So why give that effort? And do you feel like some players are getting to that point? Why give that effort? Because it doesn't matter anyway?
I thought the DJ Moore interview was kind of discomforting or maybe even revealing. He was just it seemed like he had just checked out. He was like, really? I'm the problem?
Right.
Yeah, oh, whatever. Just all right. Next call.
Well, I think DJ knows that either he's going to be at another team or he's going to have a new coach next year. I think DJ is aware of this at this point.
Yeah.
C3 Podcast. What's going on, man?
What's up, my man?
I'm tired of Baker Mayfield. I'm tired. But there needs to be a change right now. This can't continue to go on. The defense played hella great in the first half. Hella great. They held Kyler, the Cardinals to about 3 points. They were making plays, flying around the ball. Lou had a pick 6. Everything was set up for us to dominate this game. But it won't happen. It will not happen. I'm trying to wait and be patient, but Baker's not the quarterback. He can't make easy throws. Not a little out routes that he was supposed to make. He cannot make those throws. At this point, just put Sam in there. Just put him in there. Whatever happens, happens. Matt Rule These were the quarterbacks that you picked. And you looking back, you should have probably kept Teddy. But just put Sam in there and let it ride out. If Mike Rule gets fired, he gets fired. If Fitter gets fired, he gets fired. But this has to stop. I mean, I don't know if we were spoiled with Cam or what, but I'm sick of this shit. I'm really sick of this shit. And I won't be going to any more games until they get this shit right.
Good call, man.
Hey, it's Zach again. Sorry, look, I had to call it a second time because every time I call, I'm always, I'm always like so hyped up. So I'm gonna slow down. Okay, I'm sorry you always disagree with me. I'm just saying. Last year, he came in on the same situation as Mayfield. Okay, he came on the same situation. He didn't get to go to the training camp, and he just got pulled in. Mayfield didn't get to go to training camp, and he was just pulled in. Do y'all see what I'm saying now? I'm comparing last season to this season. I'm not here to argue with y'all. I'm a true Panther fan. My grandpa took me to games since I was 6 years old. I've had many, many great years there. I remember watching, all the players. But I watched Don McNabb play back in the day at Panthers in the playoff game. I've been there, okay, as a kid. I love Carolina. And it really hurt me today because of the Sam Mills day. It really did. It was really bad. I just think that Cam deserved a new year this year with this new offensive line, with this new offense we have. I'm telling y'all can talk shit all you want to. Call him right now. He is on the couch. He's not doing anything.
Right.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, if he was playing this year, this team would be different. Everybody wants to talk shit about the team. It's not the team. It's our fucking quarterback.
Can I say, I don't know if maybe he took something the wrong way. I don't think anybody here was questioning his fandom or gatekeeping for his fandom by any means. Just maybe a different opinion. I'm not sure what exactly he's talking about, but I do know that I shared an article with you guys the other day about Cam Newton, how he spoke with he had an interview, and he did say he did have offers this year, and he turned them down. And I don't know if he got one from Carolina or not, but I know specifically he said he didn't want to take an offer for a 5-win team. And he didn't want to put himself in a position to take an offer for a 5-win team. And we've been a 5-win team for the last 2 years. So I think that even if you went to Cam Newton right now, and even we may even have gone to Cam Newton and asked him if he wanted to come to Carolina, he doesn't want to be a part of this.
Yeah, of course he doesn't. And the way they even treated him last year, and
he didn't want to be with this.
It doesn't matter. It's like, it's so bad. It doesn't matter if you put down Aaron Rodgers on this team at this point. It seems like somehow we would ruin him in that way.
But like I said, I don't want him to feel like we're questioning his fandom because it's just a different opinion. But I feel like we're more than a quarterback away. But I don't want you to think that by any means you're not a Panther. If you're calling in right now, you're a Panthers fan. That's all there is to it.
I actually haven't heard. I'm still trying to figure out what we disagree about with him.
I think it was a call from last week.
Oh, okay.
To be honest with you, I think he was the one who called and said that we were an offensive lineman, a coach, or an offensive lineman.
Oh yeah, because
a quarterback, a defensive lineman, and a coordinator away from that team. So
I mean, here's the thing: is and this is the hard part about this right now is we can't tell how close or far away we are because the coaching staff is the problem. Like they're in the way of, like we can't see around them. Like we're trying to figure out if it's just a block up the road or 45 miles down the road, but big ass Ben McAdoo is blocking my view. And right now is that all of a sudden DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey didn't forget how to play football.
Right.
And I think the craziest thing is all we've heard for the last 2 years is, the whole McCaffrey, if we would just have McCaffrey, this would have been a completely different offense. It would have been a completely different team. We got damn McCaffrey right now, and we don't even know how to use him. In fact, this is how dumb Ben McAdoo is right now. We used to get mad, or people used to get mad at the other guys like Brady or whoever the hell was before, the guy that's now Scott Turner, for just like not knowing how to get other people involved and just going to Christian McCaffrey. And you go, hey, and even Matt Rule said this in the press conference the other day. It's like, it's hard to take him off the field and put in Deontay Foreman. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to take McCaffrey off the field when he's the best player. But this guy's so dumb, he don't even know how to use it. Like, he's so dumb. It's not that he don't know how to use them. He's just like this. I ain't going to do it.
Right.
It's like my students. I always joke with my students when they write. They want to write like an essay for my class, and they're like, I'm gonna write this whole essay, but I'm not gonna use any of the words you used in class. I'm gonna try to find a way to talk for 3 pages about Reconstruction without saying Reconstruction, without saying political part, without saying the 15th Amendment, that law that was added to the Constitution that may or may not have had these. Like, it's just like that. It's like, come on, just use Christian McCaffrey. It's not that fucking hard.
Not that hard. I love that. I love that statement. It's not that hard. And like, we can even go to the part of that 4th and 1. Like, I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, Christian McCaffrey is not known as a power back, right? And quite honestly, I think Christian McCaffrey should have embraced the fact that he was not a power back. I think that's been a part of his biggest issue with staying healthy, is like he's wanting to break this narrative that he is a pass catching running back. He wants to be known as a good all around running back, and he has been in a lot of ways. But I think that's also to his own health and detriment. So, yeah, I'm of the mind of yes, I'm certainly ready for Deontay Foreman to actually get in there and actually provide some assistance to this run game, because we are yet to see it yet.
Yeah, we're just, man, it's just, we are not tanking, folks. We are sinking. You know, it's like, I mean, we're just sinking. Next goal.
Guys, it's Joey the Blind Panther, a.k.a. the growl that makes him howl. And I just got back from this shit show.
Thank God you couldn't see it.
A damn disgrace. I'm not G-Baby, but I got a lot to say. Damn it.
Get him, Joey.
Was bad. The celebration of Sam Mills at halftime was awesome. Probably the best, definitely the best thing about this game. The play on the field was awful. The coaching was awful. I mean, to the point where Baker was getting booed off the field. And, you know, the previous few times we've gone to a game and I'd start fire rule, my mom would get mad at me. Well, this time, he jumped on board. And it's not because she's a Matt Rule supporter that she would get mad at me. She'd get mad at me because she thinks it's, you know, rude of me to be hollering for someone to get fired. But even she jumped on board. And you know what? I don't think Matt Rule survives this. This was so bad on such an important day where we should have played lights out. We should have played our asses off in honor of Sam Mills, and we didn't. And poor Sam must be rolling over in his grave after this bullshit that we, you know, just witnessed. You know, I came up, I was telling my dad, I said, you know what? We played like cat shit. We don't have a field. We have a litter box at Bank of America.
Don't even give the growl.
You know it's hard when...
Hey, guys.
It doesn't do the growl.
Don't even do
just
the growl.
Witnessed. Yeah. I came up, I was telling my dad, I said, you know what? We played like cat shit. We don't have a field. We have a litter box at Bank of America Stadium. Every Sunday, we go take a shit in it. Anyway, guys. Wow.
Sorry, I gotta remember that if I queue up the next call, it cuts it off. I was thinking I'm trying to get ahead. All right, next call.
Hey, what's good, C3 Podcast? It's your boy, Fat Jake. Look, man, I don't know where we're at. Right now, we're 1-3. A year ago from now, we were 3-1. I cannot believe this shit, my man. I mean, honestly, what we saw the first 4 weeks last year, you would expect that with Baker. And I mean, what we're getting now with Sam, I mean, I'm just pissed, man. I mean, I've never felt this let down before. I mean, normally years after years after years of, failure, I'm like done. But this year I actually had some fucking hype going into it. I felt like last year we had a decent defense and, oh, dude, it's hard. I mean, CMC's less part of the game. He's not doing as well. Can't even get the fucking ball to DJ or honestly anybody, literally anybody. I mean, this is pathetic. This is the worst I've ever seen this team. I feel like this franchise has simply gone downhill and failed these guys. I mean, I'm in fear, these defensive stars like Brian and Jeremy, they're going to want to be done. I mean, Brian's on a contract year. This is why would he want to resign and keep putting up with this bullshit? I mean, something needs to be done, man. We need to get Matt Rule out of here. We got multiple head coach candidates out there. I like Brian Flores or Sean Payton or the Eric guy I know he's coached for the Chiefs a couple years, but this ain't it, man. This ain't it. I think we're in for a long, long season. We got San Francisco coming up next week. Dude, I see Bosa eating on my man Baker. I mean, this is pathetic. I think there was 12 runs today. We didn't even see Chuba. All I saw Chuba do was fucking muff the kickoffs, fucking fumbling with it on the ground. I mean, shit's just pathetic. Besides that Louvu touchdown and Brian Burns and just Louvu in general, we have nothing to cheer for this game. I mean, even when we do get the onside or fake punt where Hecker threw it. I mean, that gets called back because of a flag. There's really no bright spots to this game today. I mean, this is just pathetic. This was embarrassing, man. I mean, we own the Cardinals. We were supposed to have this one, and look where we are, man. I'm sick of it, man. I'm hurting right now. Hey, keep pounding. I always rock with my Panthers.
Man, good call, brother. Good call. There's some authenticity in that call right there. You can hear it in his voice, and he's right. He's making a lot of good points there. Number one is, or at least coming back to what the Cody broke on the Friday free for all a couple weeks ago. He's like, it continues just to make a lot of sense, and what makes sense right now, even if, who cares if you don't believe that intel is right? There's no way Brian Burns and Jeremy Chin are happy right now being on this team. Shot. Even DJ Moore, who's the nicest guy. He's like the nice guy receiver, no diva. And he's like, I don't even want to be here. I mean, it's just bad. It's really, really bad. And it's not going to change until we just get rid of Matt Rule. And I hate that. I hate to say that, hey, man, this guy is bad at his job and a failure and all of this. But at this point, why would you say otherwise?
Well, it's hard to say. Here's the thing: is it okay to say that he's not a good NFL coach and that he was good, as a college coach?
Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he really wasn't.
Well, I mean, here's the part that there was a clear pattern of a success that he was able to accomplish while he was at Baylor and Temple, right? But it's also okay to say that doesn't translate to the NFL, and we've seen that up to this point. I think that what he brought was too appealing for David Tepper to pass up. I think he loved the idea of a guy who can rebuild the program and make it a good quality program, right? That's changed the culture, as they say, right? Unfortunately, he got a guy who wanted to change the culture to a college culture, and it's not going to happen in the NFL. These guys have already gotten out of college. A lot of them left college early so they could make it to the NFL, right? So, to bring that mentality back to the NFL, I feel like is a disservice to these guys who've been working their ass off. So we're going to see. I mean, obviously, at this point, there's a lot of season left. We're going to see what these players do and what this organization decides to do, because I think right now it's hard to look at it from the outside and say that this is going to be a winning season for us.
Is the stat that just still blows my mind is that he was 1-10 against ranked teams at Baylor. Or, what I'm saying? It's so I'm wondering now, I think the thing is just he took over programs that were in the trash, and that got him all of this kind of credit for being a good coach, but maybe he's just overrated even at the college level. I don't know. Like, I mean, we've gotten worse. We're getting worse. His first season was arguably his most successful season, where we looked like we were getting better like it didn't look like he was the problem. Season one, he didn't look like he was the problem. He didn't look like he was great yet, but it was like, oh, this guy's not over his head. And now it's just like, how can we be any worse? How can we be any worse? All right, next call.
They'll find a way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, my name is Daryl, and
Daryl?
I just want to say that this was a very tough loss to watch again. And I'm at a point right now, I just don't know who to trust in this Panthers organization. I'm at a point that I feel like you could spot us 14 points every game, and we would find a way to squander it. I don't know, guys.
Great call.
Something has to change.
Great call. Thanks for calling in, Daryl. And you could spot us 14 points, and we would. That's not enough. I heard some guys debating about like Tyreek Hill's speed, like and how he's just different. It was on two pros and a cup of Joe. It's a morning radio show I like to listen to with Brady Quinn. But the guy I don't like, who annoys me all the time, is the Jonas Knox character or person. And he said this is, do you think I could win in a race against Tyreek Hill if we in a 40-yard dash if he spotted me 20 yards? And they're like, nope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, what would you? It almost is like this is like Tyreek Hill could beat this dude even if you spotted him 37 yards and he had to get to the 40-yard mark. That's what I feel like this Panthers team is. It's like it's just impossible to win this race. And you're
it
right.
Certainly doesn't feel easy.
You can't trust anybody in the front office. That's the deal here, is we shouldn't be this bad. We have tried to find good in every move that has been made. We have hoped, we have wished, we have tried to rationalize, justify any possible thing that could bring us good, whether it's Baker, whether it's Sam Darnold, whether it is a new coaching staff, Ben, like every single thing. We've been trying to find this whatever. We've given them all the chance, and they suck. Greg, you gotta go. You okay? You're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm good. I'll take some medicine, some Benadryl. Okay. Let me see if it makes it better. So
all right. Well, whatever you guys. All right, next go. We're almost done.
Fuck the Saints, fuck the Falcons, fuck the Buccaneers, and most of all, fuck Baker Mayfield. Out.
Yeah. Oh, and look, Tom Brady trying to. Oh, did they? They didn't count that. Trying to mount a comeback.
Hey, keep pounding, everybody. Keep pounding. But this is just what I want to say. I want to say this. I believe that that we got the talent, bro. We have the weapons. Our defense is there. We have the weapons on offense. If you ask me, we need to sit Baker down, and we need to change the culture, man. Like, we need to get rid of the culture in the office, bro, because I don't know what they doing or what they got going on, but it just ain't right. At this moment, I truly believe, honestly, that we just need to fire Matt Rule, find us a coach, and find us a quarterback, even if we have to go into the draft. Because right now, if you ask me even on the defense is doing great. There's no blame on the defense today. But if you ask me, the coaching too, because we let off. Even on the offense, I said today, like, how we got weapons and can't use them. Baker overthrowing folks, getting tipped, getting patted down at the line, like, that ain't it. I'll be honest with you, I'd rather just go on bench him and put in PJ. Because honestly, even if we do put in Sam got the arm talent, but he just don't have the attitude. He see too many ghosts. And he just don't have the attitude to fire up this offense as well either.
Right.
So, I mean, we can't play no bad at the QB position. So if that was it, I will put in. I'll put in PJ. See how the offseason goes. And if Matt Corral can step his game up during the offseason, I'll ride with him too if we can't get a QB. But that's just my take on it. Because today there's no excuse, especially in that second half, of not being able to move that ball, bro. We need to get rid of the coaching style, change the culture here, and get a win. And get a winning coach in here that can change the culture of this. Because we got the talent. We got the weapons. They just ain't using them correctly.
I don't know.
And that's why I got a problem with it. That junk is pissing us off. And I can't, bro, it's too much, man. To be sitting here watching them play the way they play and coach the way they coach. It's sad. But that's just my take on it, man. Change the coaching style. Man, let's get a coach in here that can change this culture or this organization, and let's just move on from there. That's just my take on it.
Man, it's the only thing you can say at this point, because this is not the least talented roster we have put together as a Panthers team, and as I've been a fan, and we've been better with worse teams. We've been better with less talent. This is something where it goes, this is you start to want, now I'm questioning if these guys are even talented. And then I know that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? It's like we know Brian Burns is playing great. We know Christian McCaffrey is awesome. We know that this offensive line has been playing better. We know that DJ Moore is good. You can debate whether or not he's a great route runner or not, but he's had 3 1,000-yard seasons or 4, whatever it is. Right. And that's just, at the end of the day, it's good. Right? These guys know how to play football. Jeremy Chin, great. But now we're just sitting here going, we shouldn't be this bad. And I feel like this is probably how Bears, at least the Bears fans could say we don't have a lot of talent on our offense.
Right.
And we don't really know because Justin Fields don't have nobody to throw to, don't got no line, don't have no coach.
What he is.
Yeah. But we can't. Next call.
Hi, man. It's Q. I'm just so tired of losing. I don't know. I can come out there and coach. Matt Rule needs to go. He really needs to go. We ain't throwing the ball to DJ enough. We ain't giving it to McCaffrey enough. My heart is just hurt. I got a McCaffrey jersey signed. I'm ashamed to wear it now because every time I wear it, we lose. I'm in front of the TV every week. The same thing over and over again. I'm tired. Somebody give me help.
I never heard a caller say United.
I like hearing us in the background. Next call. Appreciate that call. Yeah, man, it sucks.
What's up, guys? It's the Sign Man. I'm just calling to remind everybody that it has been this bad before. We have lost a lot of games before, but we've won a lot of games before. We just got to keep pounding, hang in there, and when we finally do start winning one day, it's going to feel extra good. Peace out.
I agree with most of that. It will feel good when we start winning one day, and we will start winning one day. And it has been this bad record-wise, but I've been with this team since the beginning. This is one of the worst times I can remember for the team.
Yeah, there's 3 moments that we felt like this. There was the 2000 season, right, where when we get Peppers and we get the number 1 pick in the draft, we get Peppers. There was the 2010 season where we get the number 1 pick in the draft and we get Cam Newton. Maybe Peppers was number 2, actually. I'm not sure. But and there's this season. I mean, like even last year, you know what is? I feel like you could argue that we were being too down on the team. You know, like I mean, it's like, hey, you know, things didn't go well. Maybe we oversold how bad it was a little bit, but we're not. We're not over. Like this is just. They're not even competitive.
No. Not at all.
Well, maybe they are because they're going to continue to tell us, oh, we've only lost by 6 points all year or whatever until this week. But, like, I'm watching this, man. I'm watching this, and the eye test just tells you
I'm just tired of I'm happy that my team fought until the end mindset, right? I'm ready for my team to fight until they get the win, right?
Yeah.
Like at this point in time, that's what we need. We need to see this team fight and win, not just fight to the end, fight and win. We need that to be a consistent basis for us to be able to judge this team at, as on their level of success, on how well they're doing, is based on how well they can, whether they're winning. And right now, I think after every week, it's been, at least this happened, at least this happened, at least this is positive, at least this, like that one guy you're talking about, he comes in and he says, well, if we could, at the end of there, when we did that one drive, somebody made a Twitter's amazing place when the Panthers are in this position. Somebody said, I think the press conference is going to sound like this. If we play like we did in that last drive there in the game, we're one of the best offenses in the league.
Right.
Yeah.
Very big. Yeah.
It's like Baker when he was talking about, how do you deal with the boos? He was like, well, we went out there and scored a touchdown, didn't we? We're like, okay. You also went out there and lost. Right? I mean, and you're right. It's finding. I think Ron Rivera used to talk about this. Is like learning how to win.
Mm-hmm.
And this team just doesn't know how to win, and it turns out that the people that don't know how to win are the ones running the team. So
Unfortunately,
it's not just the kids. All right, next call.
D3 podcast. What's going on, fellas?
What's
Love
good,
the
my
show.
man? Thank you.
Keep pounding. Hated today. Hated losing, but it is what it is. Gonna be what it is until we get rid of the coach. I'm all for playing Sam Darnold. I mean, I know Sam Darnold's not better than, he's not the best option for our team, but, Sam Darnold, he has some good plays about him. I mean, he came from the Jets. I mean, we all have to, we forget about where he come from. And yeah, he was seeing ghosts coming to him a lot because he didn't have a O-line to protect him. But I feel like Sam Darnold behind this O-line could get the job done if we let him. Baker Mayfield is just not the answer. I mean, he's out there getting swatted down like swatting flies. I mean, there's no sense in this. But I mean, I'm going to keep supporting my Panthers fans to the day I die. But hey guys, love the show. Keep pounding. Tough loss, but hated that, we blew up, Sam Mills Day and embarrassed his family the way we did today. But, we got another year. And these players, I watched something. These players need to understand what this, phrase "keep pounding" means. What it actually means to the Carolinas, what it means to Carolina Panthers fans in football. A lot of these new players don't understand it. I don't even think they respect it. Matt Rule don't even care about it.
Try to get rid of it.
I'd like to leave on a note, just, hey, you guys are great. Thanks a lot.
Man, I appreciate that. All right, that's a good call. I think this is that, like, everybody's embarrassed. I think guy Matt Rule will get millions of dollars because it's got to be tough to go up there at this point and try to pitch us and sell us that we're close or whatever the hell, that these guys want to win, this and that. Look, nobody could do worse right now. Only Justin Fields might be worse right now than Baker Mayfield. It's like we could put in PJ and it would have to be better than this. Or at least I would expect it to be. Sam Darnold, easily. We've just regressed, and I can't believe Baker has been playing this bad. I just can't believe. I didn't know. I didn't think he was going to come and just all. I thought maybe we could catch some lightning in the bottle, maybe, or something like that.
Right.
I was having it, but I wasn't sitting here going, he's going to go throw 5,000 yards.
Right.
But I didn't think he was not going to throw 1,000 yards this season.
I thought he was going to be a 3,500 yard, 20 touchdown, 10 interception or 12 interception quarterback. It's not going to be anywhere close to that. Right now, it's going to be a 1,500, 2,000 yard season.
Yeah, and that's insane. That's like
10 touchdowns and 10 interceptions.
It's like playing in the 70s.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And
I mean,
I was with
and
you.
we
I was a
got
Baker Mayfield defender.
17 games and he can't get 2,000 yards. Like, I wonder what it projects out to be, like what he's on pace for right now.
Can't be good.
Let me see.
All right, next call.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Sea Dogs. I'm trying to make this short and sweet, like I always say. But first of all, man, whenever you come in here, make sure you hit the motherfucking like button. Make sure you motherfucking subscribe to the channel. Now, with that being said, I don't know how many games you gotta see Baker Mayfield play to see that he's a fucking bum. You know, I'm so fucking happy you lost this game today. You know, how many interceptions is Baker Mayfield gonna throw? I told y'all he leads the league in interceptions since 2018. You know, that's more than Jared Goff and more than Baker Mayfield. You know, and you know it's crazy because everybody was all on Baker Mayfield when we got him, and he's not even better than Sam Darnold. You know, I mean he's literally the worst quarterback in the league right now. I mean, if anybody can tell me any quarterback worse than him, you know, then you can't even say Justin Fields don't even have no fucking receivers. You know, I mean, man, it's just embarrassing, man. It's just embarrassing. Then on keep pounding day, keep pounding game. You know, ceremony for Sam Mills. You know, and the offense is terrible, man. You know, it's fucked up. You know, we lost Matt Corral in the damn preseason game, like Cody said earlier, because you got him out there with the 4th string, 5th string, fucking offensive lineman who's not even on the team no more. That really sucks for this season that we can't even see what we even have in goddamn Matt Corral. You know, at least put them out there. You can't even do that right now. He got this dumbass coach. You know.
Well, injury too.
Right now, I'm just trying to figure out. You know, we're not like how many more games do we got to lose for him to fire this dude, man? And even when we scored that touchdown, man, the fans are booing. You know, it's just crazy, man. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, man. Anyways, man, I guess just getting ready for a new regime, man. You know, I don't know, man. I don't have the energy for this shit, man. At least I don't really even get mad about it no more because I had no high expectations of Matt Rule still being here. Anyways, shout out to G Baby, the motherfucking GOAT. And anytime you come in here, man, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We got to be on here every Sunday with the
Man, appreciate the call going on. We got one last one right here. It's Chuck from Elizabeth City. Unless this other call, which is just 3 seconds long, so I don't feel like it's right. The call.
Hey guys, Chuck from Elizabeth City, aka Carolina Sports Guy. Hey Tony, I just want to address one thing that you said a couple weeks ago, and it makes a lot of sense. The last 3 years, Robbie Anderson, the very first game of the season, has like a 50, 60, 80-yard touchdown bomb for a touchdown, and we think, man, it's going to be a great year for him. And then he just fizzles out. And Robbie Anderson reminds me of the guy who's got that 1967 Chevelle with this Hemi motor, and he gasses it up, and he puts it in neutral, and he squalls the tires, and he goes a quarter mile burning rubber and impressing everybody. And by the end of the night, where's he at? He ran out of gas, and he's walking back into town with a gas can because he just blew all his wad at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think good chance of seeing Robbie Anderson get back in the end zone again this year. This team is freaking pitiful.
He says get back in the end zone. Has Robbie scored a touchdown this year?
Yeah, game one.
Game one? Okay.
Game one. Every year he's got one long touchdown. We go, oh, are we going to push the ball down
That's
the
right.
field
The first
finally?
game he had that
It's
nice
just
pass. That's right.
Yeah, it does suck. He's like also that guy that probably has the comb over, the guy driving this muscle car.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the nerd. I don't know if you guys remember Was it Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad? The guy that was like he was selling. I think it was Better Call Saul, and he was like the nerd that was getting them these pills or whatever. He was
Right.
like and he drove that big ass yellow Hummer or whatever. He was just such a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like and nerd. That's how it feels. Let's see if this call has anything to it. Maybe it just says fire Matt Rule. Nope. That's it. All right. Let's do our towel of shame. And Greg, can you bring that up?
The towel of shame?
Yeah, we'll do the towel of shame. Go first.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah. All right, it is time for the towel of shame. You guys thought people used to say this is Cam's immature because he puts the towel on his head. Now everybody does it. First of all, Cam's it was a trendsetter. Nobody's talking about other players doing it now, but everybody deserves. This was just a one wet blanket of a game for me. It felt like it's like the hurricane. Like we just got crushed by a hurricane, like, coming through. Who doesn't deserve the towel of shame is kind of like going to be the easier question than who does deserve the towel of shame. My towel of shame, guys, goes to Ben McAdoo.
Yeah.
It's just terrible. It's just been like, I feel like I don't even know X's and O's of football. I feel like I could call a better game. And I don't ever say I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I never sit here and think, oh, I could probably do this better. But like, I don't know how I couldn't. Like, it's just been so pathetic. So pathetic. Ben McAdoo, you're Macapoo, you're Macadoo-doo. Yeah. I mean, and go check out my little TikTok I made of him. He said, I was watching his press conference. He said, I'll be the first person to be self-scout and critical and look at myself in the mirror. Oh, do you? Oh, do you look in the mirror? Because if you did, you would say, I look like a damn fool.
At this point in time, it's hard to adjust that, to argue that whatsoever.
Yeah. CK, you want to go? Because y'all know who mine is. I have one of two every week, and it just depends on who played worse that week. So
yeah, I'll be happy to go. My towel of shame is, I've been a defender. It's got to go to Baker Mayfield. In the first half, I was going to defend him because that first half performance was not a Baker Mayfield issue. The second half was, and it's hard to argue that. So I'm gotta say ice up or towel of shame to that guy.
Yeah. I mean, he was horrid. All right, Greg.
Like I said, mine's simple. Mine's pretty much two guys every week, one on offense or one on defense. But the one on offense didn't really have the opportunity this week, so I didn't really screw up that bad. But the one on defense did, because they always come through for me. So CJ Henderson, I didn't like this guy since the trade. He continues to blow plays, and this is the second week in a row that he has blown the big play when the defense is playing well that opens up the floodgates and lets the team score and continue to blow passes and win. So, for him, towel of shame, dude. Stop getting burnt, getting cooked. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's big play after big play, and sometimes he looks good and then just makes those bad plays. Yeah. I feel like this season is like if we tried to commit suicide and failed, like, and shot our face off and still live somehow. That's how I feel like this season feels. It's like, dang, we can't even kill ourselves right. God. All right, let's go to the dab on 'em pick, where we get a player. We're gonna give a player the game, and you know what? I would say this one is actually I'd have a player. Can we pull that clip up?
Let's do it.
I just like doing it, man. Dab on them folks. Dab on them folks. And that dab on them folks. They like seeing it. Tell me what to do. Dab on them folks.
On them folks, man. I would say there have been many a times where I actually had a harder time finding a dab on them pick, right? Like, I've had games where like I don't know who to give any credit to, but there were two players out there. I'm gonna do one, and you guys, I'm sure, will do the other, and then we'll probably dab on the callers and the fans of this podcast tonight. But maybe that's what I'm gonna give all these fans that got in here and got angry. They're my dab on them pick. Actually, there. I'm not even gonna call the player out. Mine is BB though.
Okay.
All right. Who you got?
Mine's an easy one as well. It's Frankie Louvu. Frankie Louvu came in here and he did a really good job in trying to rally this team. And unfortunately, not by his own fault, this team failed him, and so it failed the fans, failed the entire team, not just the defense but the offense. And the defense once again is trying their hardest to make something happen out of nothing, and then this happens. So Frankie Louvu,
he's been great.
He has been, and honestly, I think the more I think about it, there's actually about 4 or 5 that I could think of. There are a few shining spots in this team, and obviously Louvu was going to be one. You're going to say Brian Burns played really well this game, so I got a dab on him. Brian Burns played very, very well this game. I was very happy with his performance. But Hecker continues to impress tremendously. Pinero impressed tremendously, and Derek Brown played very well today.
Yes, and for the last 3 weeks, man.
The last 3 weeks, I want to recognize his growth and his performance in the last 3 weeks. He has really stepped up and is becoming the player we drafted him to be. So,
yeah, I mean, this is crazy. That's how bad it is when your dab on them picks are 90% special teams players.
Yep.
Jesus.
It's a real problem.
Yeah, so thanks, dab on them to all the fans listening. It's the C3 Panthers post game. I really, it's been just a want type of moment for me today. I wasn't feeling great as it was, kind of lounging under the weatherish kind of, and this didn't help. And I'm not really as angry as I usually am, or like mad. I'm really just feel like I got knocked out. Like I feel concussed, like shell shocked at this point. So, look, we're going to be back here on Tuesday night. We'll be having to reflect on this game some more. We'll have to look. Who do we got next?
San Francisco. It's going to be Sunday at 4:30.
Oh, we've got like 3-4 o'clock games in a row, don't we?
We got a lot of home games.
Why are we playing a 4 o'clock game at home on the East Coast?
Just like today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why were we playing? Why are we playing?
We're playing San Fran and we were playing Arizona.
Because they're West Coast teams.
Probably. So we gotta adjust for their time, for their jet lag, but they don't have to adjust for ours.
Oh, you want to talk about frustration for me? I get it now. Obviously, we're a fucking garbage team. The Panthers, where I'm located, by the way, is literally 3 hours away from the stadium. Like I'm about an hour away from Greensboro, not that far. And so I was thinking, 4 o'clock will definitely be, because all the other 4:30 games were CBS specific. This was a Fox specific game. So I'm like, there's for sure going to be.
They didn't have a second game on the Fox.
They didn't have a second game. It was the greatest WWE moments that was playing. So I'm sitting here still having to find these like crazy streams that I have to try to go and find. I was so irritated, dude.
Yeah, we got a tough run ahead of us. San Francisco, the Rams. It's going to be a tough sled. And I guess we'll just be waiting to see if on Tuesday we're talking about an interim head coach. Are we talking about and if we're not, when will this coaching staff turn on Baker? They've turned on every quarterback before.
Right.
Imagine this, if this play keeps going on, they just say, you know what, we just got to rock with it. Man.
Well, they never really turned on Darnold, did they?
Yeah, they benched him.
They did. Well,
then benched him, said he was injured, then brought him back, then benched him. It would just be weird. It'd be like, I felt like he, and then they go to PJ for a little while. It's just.
I want to watch the interviews, post-game interviews.
Oh, God. They're probably going to be pathetic. You want to go see a beaten man? It's probably going to be Matt Rule. He's probably got a beaten, or I don't know how he could. I mean, let's see what he sells us. let's see what he tries to sell, and that's a hard sell, bro. It's like he's got to sell sand to us, and we are nomadic people in the desert. All right. That's C3 Panthers Podcast. My name's Tony Dunn. You can follow me on Twitter at @cat_chronicles. I appreciate everybody coming in. We had a big, giant broadcast tonight. Over 500 people watched the show live. A ton of calls in, but one of the few times, like Greg pointed out, that we've all been in lockstep as Panther fans. Like, no one has called in and said otherwise. Like, there's no defending Baker. There's no defending Rule. And it's not even like over hate. We're like, this is like, what can we even say that's good? So appreciate everybody rocking with us. Subscribe. Check us out on iTunes, TuneIn, wherever you get your podcasts at. We should be able to get there. And CK, how can they find you?
You can find me at Coat Dizzle Allen on Twitter, Twitch, TikToks, Facebooks. Not putting a lot of content out there right now, but it's spooky season, so I'm thinking about playing some scary games. Honestly, I'd like to see you guys hop in some scary games with me. I don't know how that works with you guys, but that'd be pretty fun to do a C3 scary jump scare type games and whatnot. So,
well, I mean, at this point, there's going to be we're going to have to find some other hobbies at this point soon.
That's my thought.
Yeah, man, we'll be doing the show. Don't worry, we'll be doing the show. But if we lose 18 or the next 10 in a row, I got to believe the calls are going to slow down at some point. It's like maybe not. Maybe we'll just get angrier and angrier and angrier.
Well, if we are losing and then there is still no accountability given, then yeah, you're 100% right. It will be angry the entire time.
Greg, how can I get after you?
You can find me at the BatDaddy52 on Twitter. Check me out there, and you can find all my other stuff. Got a few of the shows, and I'm here mostly, man. I am trying to figure out how to get through this Panthers saga. It's funny that this is the shortest post-game show we've had all season. 4 games in.
Makes sense.
Really?
And it's just under 3 hours, and it's the shortest game we've had all.
It's late. Cody was already nervous. He doesn't like the 4 o'clock ones,
but the biggest show.
Yeah, I think and people in the chat can probably confirm on this. We were debating on whether to do a live reaction show or a post game show. And we were of the mind that it made more sense to do the post game. Number one, from a consistency standpoint, but also we're going to get the biggest pop, from the fact that people are going to be reacting to how the end of the game goes, not how it's going in real time. So I felt like this worked out pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to keep doing it sucks when we're going to have to do a Thursday night one this year, and that's going to be a late night one at one point, and I'm going to do it. I'm no matter what, if anybody can't make it, we're going to have each other's backs. It's okay. That's why we got a good crew here, and we got enough people that are part of the Friday free for all. We can always manage through no matter what season we'll be getting through in that. And I think here, to your point, Greg, about being the shortest show is what are we going to flog? Keep flogging,
There's nothing controversial. Yeah, like there's nothing for people to call in and argue. Like, if you're a Matt Rule defender, you can't call in and defend Matt Rule right now. If you're a Baker Mayfield defender, you can't call in to defend that right now. All we can do is agree that we looked like hot garbage.
You can't even say the other team was good in these games that we lost.
Right.
Like, they weren't even that. I mean, so I'm not trying to discredit them. As Kyler Murray was Kyler Murray. I told you there's one thing we had to worry about: Kyler Murray and Hollywood Brown. Mm-hmm. And guess what? They killed us.
And
we killed ourselves. We couldn't score on one of the worst defenses in the league. We couldn't even move the ball.
Yeah, and this is one of the worst teams in the league too. The Cardinals are a tear. I said in the chat earlier, we're a mirror image of each other, because at halftime the quarterbacks were identical to each other. The score was tied. It was insane. The game looked like mirror teams playing each other.
I couldn't even go through the stat sheet.
Right.
And get upset. And then on top of that, Baker Mayfield statistically, what arguably is second best performance other than week 1? God,
in
this
the first
is
quarter,
so bad.
They said in the first quarter of this game, he had more passing yards than he has collectively through all 3 of the first games of the season.
No, not the first. The last three.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Through this game in the first quarter, he passed for more yards just in this first quarter than he did in the first quarter of the past 3 games.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because he didn't do shit in the first quarter. Yeah.
Right.
All right, so we'll be back here on Tuesday. Rock with us, fans. Call in at 252-228-5098. I'm going to have to contact the Manscaped people to see if we're going to keep that sponsorship up. So remember, the promo code was Panthers, 20% off and free shipping. But our big-time sponsors, PrizePicks, where we'll be doing those. I hit on my PrizePicks today. Turned $5 into $25.
Nice.
And I did it because DJ half if they do a stat correction and I'm gonna be so mad because DJ ran back on that one play. You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to make something happen and he lost a couple of yards, and you're like, oh God, please get me this 50 yards. But so PrizePicks C3 is the promo code, and we'll be here on Tuesday night, Friday night. I guess we're all gonna just go fall asleep and watch House of the Dragon or whatever.
Or watch Kansas City keep beating the shit out of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably go. This is the Panthers. Watching the Panthers games like kind of watching that show Dahmer. It's just uncomfortable as shit.
Dude, that was.
I've only watched episode 1. I've only watched episode 1, and it's just like
I haven't started it yet, but I'm gonna start watching it.
It gets more uncomfortable.
2 questions about this. Number 1, if you're a serial killer, is living in an apartment complex the wisest thing? Like surrounded by people watching, like it's like this. I just don't get why. It's like ridiculous. It's like, dude, everybody is around you, and it stinks. Weird.
I have no idea.
I would not. I mean, I feel like
I've never thought about it, but I mean,
it's like, hey.
In the grand scheme of things, I think you're probably right. Like,
no one ever leaves this dude's apartment. You're like, oh, we just saw 3 people go in there yesterday and they never came out. I mean, it's just weird. It's like, man, at least live in a duplex or something. But like, damn, he's like on the 3rd floor of this little ass 800 square foot apartment. I don't know. Yeah, it's uncomfortable like the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for y'all's support. Let's go ahead. Let me see. I got to get this thing. I should be prepared, not prepared. Where is it? All right, you guys. You guys have a good night.